welcome to Docking Family Stadium, the home of Bulldog football. The 2024 season is just minutes away. Fans filing into the stadium here today. Glad to have you along with us. It's a new era of Bulldog football. We'll talk about that throughout this broadcast. Hello and welcome. My name is Ian Wentz. Alex Herman to my right. What a perfect day for football. I mean, the high temperature could hit 63 degrees today. Partly cloudy skies. You couldn't drop a better day for some football.
Could not ask for much more. Brisk morning to start with the temperature, as you mentioned, Ian. But what a way to kick off the season here at Docking Family Stadium.
A young Bulldog team. We're going to talk about that throughout, but there is some experience sprinkled in throughout this lineup, and we're going to get to the starters here in just a little bit. As part of our Adrian College Sports Network family, I had a conversation with Coach Joe Polka in his first season with the Bulldogs, along with John Roberts. We had this conversation on Friday morning. Looking forward to this kickoff here today. So we are going to pause for 30 seconds. We're going to learn more about the Adrian College head football coach. We'll be back with that interview in 30 seconds. This is Bulldog football on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Adrian College invites you to cheer for the Bulldogs and join us.
Adrian College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
Our kids are really learning how to practice, and practice fast and practice hard. And, that really, it's a lot of just getting better at the process right now for us more than anything. So, if people come out and they see us flying around and they see us, being efficient, those are all things that we're trying to get done right now as guys are kind of, attacking that learning curve that comes with a first-year staff and a first-year program. So far, I've spent not that much time on the X and O part of it. Honestly, it's been a lot of, learning everything we do, from how we dress to what it's going to be like in the locker room to, every part of our practice to, like yesterday was our first, Thursday practice. What did that look like, in game week? So, it's really so much about the process and the organization and doing things right when you lay that foundation. And then I think the execution and the X's and O part obviously is important, but, that's going to be a byproduct of doing everything correctly through the process.
And so important to establish that culture as part of that foundation.
Yeah, I mean, everything we do, we're talking about, how do we do going to class yesterday? How were we in the meetings today? Are we learning how to watch film? Are we, treating each other, well, and are we being good teammates? Are we putting, special teams in front of our own, well-being on the offense and defensive side? I mean, there's just so much to it, and it's going to be a year of establishing culture. It's not something that you just flip the switch and it happens overnight, or it's not genuine. So, we're in it for the long haul, and I will say that our kids really have bought in and are doing a great job. But every day we're reminded that it's still, it's still a long way to go, and it's still a long process.
Coach, good morning. I appreciate you calling in and being on the show again. And gosh, I can't wait to talk about a football game that has happened. But Coach, I want to talk about some key returners from your team, and I'm going to look at the defensive side of the ball. Riker Bidwell came on the scene last year and just made tackle after tackle. Wadis Ashman, ferocious in the secondary. And Randall Broom back for another season. I thought maybe his career was done, but he must have had a fifth-year option, Coach. And I think defensively that's kind of it, right? You got Broom on the line, Bidwell at linebacker, and then Ashman in the secondary. Watching this team over the years, I'm excited to see those three back.
Well, we have a little bit of bad news out of those three, but, two-thirds good news. So Wadis obviously, has done a great job, and he's our veteran in the secondary, and really the only veteran back there. I mean, we're going to be so young back there. We've really had to rely on him for communication, and, and he does make plays, and he's physical. been really excited about his buy-in and what he's bringing. Unfortunately, Riker has torn an ACL, so he's out for the out for the year, which has left a hole for us on defense. But we've been excited with the emergence of Maddox Woods, who was a player in our program last year, and although he's only a sophomore, he's really stepped up in that leadership role and is filling a nice void. And then Randall's just been the consummate leader. All spring, all fall, quietly goes about his business, works his tail off, and is just a stalwart on the interior defensive line, and a guy that is definitely a captain-type guy for us, and just been a great leader and really great player. He's picking up right where you probably expected him to be after last season.
Yeah, Coach, you said captain-like, and I don't think you've announced captains, but watching him play over his career kind of seems like that kind of guy. Coach, offensively, looks like your offensive line might be a strength. You bring quite a few back. Quarterback position, I'm seeing Noah Heide. I'm seeing Jake Kelbert. And on the running back side, Sal Paterno back for Adrian College. So, Coach, I was worried kind of going into the offseason who we'd have, but those are all names I know.
Well, we will be, I think we will bring out a veteran lineup on the offensive line. Now, we do have two freshmen, who are really good players and are going to be in that lineup at some point on Saturday. And we're a little dinged up on the offensive line, too, to be honest with you. So Andre Williams, who we expected to start at one of our positions, is out with an ankle injury. Isaiah Simon, who's a veteran player, is a little dinged up with an ankle. He's going to go, but he's been limited all camp. But we are veterans, to your point. Whether it's Nick MacArthur or Matt Hall at tackle, you have Isaiah, you have Delando Anderson, you have Connor Bogdansky, Jack Bush, all are guys that have playing experience here. So, we do feel good about, decision-making and a veteran presence on the offensive line. And then, Sal is another guy that brings a lot of experience. We'll ask him to do a lot of things. Obviously play running back. He'll help us on our punt team. And then, as you mentioned, Noah and Jake are both veteran guys. It's honestly a luxury to have, two grad transfers, although Noah played here before, in at quarterback and having that veteran presence. So, we're going to be, although if you look at our roster, it's about 80%, freshmen and sophomores. In some of these key spots, we do have older guys, which has been nice.
And, Coach, obviously the key to any success on offense are the guys up front. Can you speak to a little bit about how the offensive line is gelling together during the preseason? Yeah,
honestly, I really like the effort that those guys are giving. And, when I kind of talked about that process, I think these guys are the epitome of that. I looked at, their film last year in game one, because obviously we're playing Elmhurst. It was a much heavier and I think probably a little bit slower group than what they are right now. A lot of them have lost weight. A lot of them, with our practice style, have had to run like crazy, and I think we're getting more physical. Is that group where I need it to be yet? I tell them every day, no, they're not there yet. We still have a lot of progress to make on it, but I do see an improving unit, even from where we were, 2 weeks ago in camp. And a lot of that is just a learned process of ability to finish plays, ability to get downfield and find work. Those are all habits that we're trying to get them into right now. And this offensive line is going to continue to get better. And I believe by week 5, it's going to be significantly improved over where it will be on Saturday, and certainly where it was at the start of camp.
Coach Palka joining us on the phone this morning, Adrian College head football coach. The receiving core, looking at the football recap kind of put together by, I'm going to assume it's Mike Prang putting that thing together, but a very comprehensive look at the Bulldogs. I'm looking at Hunter Bonza, wide receiver group, Chris Crumsey, that kid is just speed, and Ryan Brumley looks like a Division I tight end. He's a big kid, moves pretty well, and decent catchability, at least what I saw last year. Could you talk about those three and maybe some other names in the pass catching group?
Yeah, we're excited about Ryan. He lost a lot of weight from where he was in the spring, where he really only practiced twice because he had a hamstring injury. But he's been physical as a blocker, and obviously has the hands and the catching skills. And he's had a really nice camp. He's done a great job. Chris Crumsey, just continues to impress us. He's a great route runner and really quick and shifty. And obviously Hunter Bonza will be a guy that will be in the rotation for the Rains, and he is a guy that is a consummate team player. I mean, he doesn't miss a thing. He's one of the hardest workers on the team. His experience has been great, especially for our younger guys. And there's a couple other receivers that you'll see that we're excited about, too. Jalen Wallace is a transfer from Lawrence Tech that'll start at X for us. Really exciting player. I think people will like to watch him. And then Ty Greer is a transfer from Ohio Dominican. Both those guys, Ty has 4 years of eligibility, and Jalen's still got 2. So, Ty's never played in a college football game. This will be his first one, but he needs to get a little experience under his belt, but he's going to be another explosive guy. I mean, we're very excited in general about our receiving corps for sure.
Coach, Elmhurst, the opponent this Saturday, what are some challenges they pose to the Bulldogs, both offensively and defensively?
Yeah, I think, they've got a really good receiver who, our defensive staff feels like that's a guy that can cause us problems. He's got great speed, veteran player. They return the quarterback, and, what they've shown, they've been very multiple, from what we've seen. So you'll see a lot of zone runs. You'll see a lot of boot and naked type of passing. Then there's times they'll get in 10 personnel, and they'll really throw it and work to get it to, their best receiver. On defense, they're going to try to load the box. They're a bear front, what we call a bear front, where they're going to play an 8-man box and blitz their linebackers. Very difficult to run against. So you would automatically think, well, hey, let's go to the air, right? And, that's a great thought, except all of their returners are in the secondary are seniors or veteran players. So I'm sure they feel good about their secondary and their ability to cover. As a team overall, they were young last year. They're veteran now. So, most of them in most of those spots are all juniors and seniors. Looking at their two deep, they do have a couple of young offensive linemen, but, you never know if those are the guys that you'll see on Saturday or not. So, it's a veteran group that I'm sure is going to come in with confidence. They played much better at the end of the year. They beat Adrian last year. And, they're very opportunistic. They're great at making turnovers happen. And they're very aggressive on special teams. So those are all things that we'll have to deal with when we see them on Saturday.
Quickly, Coach, I know we got to let you go. Busy day today. No sleep tonight to get ready for the game tomorrow. But Coach Palka's special teams, again, names Bulldog fans are familiar with. You have Sammy LaFada to punt and Jack Boyke, one of your kickers. Looks like we might see kind of a kicking tandem. Could you talk about the special teams approach?
Yeah, we've got a talented freshman, and we've got a couple good freshmen, but the one that's had a really good camp is Mason Stizlicki. And, he may be getting a rotation with Jack. Jack's our number one, there's no question. Jack's a little bit of a groin injury in camp, so that's really the reason why Mason may go some. Both have had, outstanding kicks, especially early in camp when Jack was healthy. He had a nice field goal for us in our scrimmage. And Sammy, in my opinion, is an all-conference type of punter. So he's improved his operation time. I think that people will hopefully be impressed with how we play there. We want to make sure we're not beating ourselves. We want to make sure we're opportunistic. But I do feel confident in our punter and our kicker and their ability to do things when it counts for us.
You heard from the new head coach of the Adrian College football team. That is Joe Palka. And this stadium is rocking and ready to go. Ian Went, Alex Herman on the Adrian College Sports Network. It will be the Elmhurst University Blue Jays to receive the opening kickoff. Will be the junior, Jack Boyke. Nice pregame honoring of Adrian College alum of 1968, Jim Driscoll, inducted into the Adrian College Athletics Hall of Fame in 2014 for his role with the 1997 championship team. Boyke getting consultation from the referee down there at the Adrian College 35 as we look down The sun has broken through a mostly cloudy afternoon here in Adrian, Michigan. Boyke puts the ball on the tee, and Herman, we are just about ready to go.
Oh boy, this is exciting. Players on the sideline going crazy. You can feel it in the air. This is going to be a good one.
Fans have been waiting since November to see what Coach Joe Palka can do with this team, and we are underway from Docking Family Stadium, and Boyke boots it through the back of the end zone. The Blue Jays will start on offense for the 2024 campaign, and Bulldog football fans know, they've talked about it. Adrian's looking to enact a little bit of revenge from a Week 1 loss on the road last year to the same Blue Jays team, looking to flip the script here at home and defend Kaepernick Insurance Field.
Definitely going to be interesting to see how the Bulldogs fare, as we talked earlier, and might have heard with the interview, a very young roster this season. A lot of fresh faces, plenty of opportunity for players to make their mark.
Need an ID.
Bulldogs with brand new uniforms this season. It's a base gray color. Numbers and lettering in gold. The helmet new as well. Bruiser's paw on either side of the Bulldog helmet in gold, and we are just almost ready to go. We got to get the Blue Jays football into play. We'll take a look at the offensive and defensive personnel as we move throughout this drive. It'll be a Blue Jay football first down at their own 25-yard line, middle of the field. Their quarterback, Andre Acosta, will take the snap and give through the middle into the teeth of the Adrian defense. Moves ahead for about 3. Tackle on the play involved is big number 99 for the Bulldogs, Le'Veon Leverett, starting in place of an injured Caden Merlin.
Short little gain there for the Blue Jays. Would have obviously likely to get a little bit farther than that, but a solid stop to open things up for the Bulldog defense.
Blue Jays come out in the pistol formation, the running back lining up behind the quarterback. 3 out to the right, 1 to the left. They motion the running back. That is Aiden Pollock. He's going to get a carry through the middle. The Bulldogs meet him there. Broom and company converge on the Blue Jays tailback. It's a pickup of 2 and a 3rd down and 5 upcoming.
How do you like that? Deja vu back-to-back plays. Quick stops for the defense. Looking to get another one.
Rally towels in the air.
This is what you love to see from an Adrian College crowd. Give the boys on the field a little bit of life to open things up.
Testing the young secondary. Let's see if they can stand up here. It's a 3rd and 5 for the Elmhurst University Blue Jays from their own 30. Acosta will take, straight drop back. Bulldogs bring pressure, throw over the middle, tipped and incomplete. Falls to the turf. Had a man open. 17 in on the play. Gabe Holtke could not haul it in. The throw wasn't perfect, but you know what was? That defensive stand, and the Bulldogs are going to get the football.
We saw 2 similar rushing plays off the snap by the Blue Jays. Could not find their seam as they tried to head upfield. Big guys on the defensive line getting it done. We'll see what comes after these couple of plays here.
Adrian's Tyler Greer, the wide receiver, stands at his own 31. He's going to await the Blue Jays punt from Nick Mullett, the sophomore from Illinois. It's a low line drive kick, bounces at the Bulldog 42, rolls inside the 40, and it's going to roll dead right where the Bulldog returner was standing, right at the 31-yard line. So now an opportunity to see this Adrian College offense. What philosophy will the Polka family come up with? Is this going to be an air-it-out offense or a ground and pound? You have personnel to do both.
Absolutely do, and it's a waiting game at this point, as you said, just to see what happens, but a lot of confidence going into this first snap on offense in the first quarter. 13:26 on the game clock as it reads right now.
Opening drive for these Bulldogs, and a familiar face in the backfield. It's number 12, Noah Heide. Listed as a senior, stands at 6'3", 205 pounds. He stands in the shotgun at his own 25-yard line. It's going to be a jet sweep handoff. Some room around the right edge for about 3 yards. Big hit at the end of that play. The carry for number 3, Ethan Aberger. And a freshman gets involved early on the Bulldogs' first drive. Some tempo as they substitute out. Number 3. 5 wide, 3 to the right, 2 to the left for Noah Heide, alone in the shotgun. 2nd and 7. Heide swing pass to the outside. Nice tackle on the far sideline. Got right into his receiver there. Looked like number 2 going to get credit for the tackle, and Elliott with the catch. Not much there, excuse me. That's 26, Shondell Hardnett.
You know what's interesting? Both these teams ran similar plays as their first 2 snaps. Have to wonder if go the opposite way just to try something different.
Bulldogs looking at a 3rd down. It's about 7 yards to go. Motion man across the face. Heide straight drop back. Throws to the flat. It's tipped and picked at the 30, the 20, the 15. Blue Jays have scored the opening points of this ball game. A pick 6. And going back the other way with it was number 37 in the backfield. Connor DeVries, the senior from Lawton, Michigan. Tried to pass to the flat, tipped and picked, and sent it back for 6.
Wow, and that is not what you wanted at all. First 2 plays to the right, and I might have spoke too soon. First play to the left, picked off, no doubt about it. Ran it back for the touchdown. We'll see how they do on the extra point attempt.
Marco Davila for the extra point is a freshman from Florida. Kicking down to our right. It's an Elmhurst lead of 6-0. Snap is low. Nice hold. The kick powered through by the Blue Jays. Extra point man. And we have a 7-0 ball game early in the first. It's Elmhurst University 7, Adrian College nothing. 2:18 to go in the first. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Screws, nails, nuts.
Adrian College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time. Adrian College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom.
Back here at Adrian College.
Adrian College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom.
Touchdown, Connor DeVries with the pick 6. Now Adrian College will get set up to return this kick, and they're looking at a 7-0 deficit. Herm, what did you see on that play?
Well, you saw the play. The snap was good, and the option was there on the left side for number 4, Cade Fox, but he was a little bit too deep for the pass, and the defenseman for Elmhurst just kind of stepped up in there and caught him off guard.
Yeah, tried just a pass, a short pass on the 3rd and 7. He would have had to break a tackle or two. But we'll get another chance with the football. It's a high kick. It's going to be returned at the 23-yard line up to the 25 to the 30. Nice little return there by the Bulldog up man on that play. That's number 4 making a play. I'm going to say that's Cade Fox, a freshman wide receiver. The other number 4 we're going to see on defense, Maddox Woods. So another chance for Noah Heide on the Bulldog offense. They tried a jet sweep run. Quick pass. 3 yards, and they're minus 6 points offensively. So not sure if we'll take the air out of the football or not, or we'll go right back to the air. Heide is out there. They scrimmage from the 32 in the pistol. Running back behind him. He's going to take and he's going to give. Trying that left side. Hit hard at the 31. Lost a yard on the play was the Adrian College tailback.
There's a flag down
net,
too.
and there's a flag right at the line of scrimmage. Our first yellow laundry of the 2024 season.
It was a late flag too.
Blue Jays clapping on the far sideline. In the area of holding. And that's what we see. The holding call is going to be called on the freshman tight end, Ryan McDonald. And Alex Herman, you did some roster breakdown, but it's not too difficult to notice there's a lot of freshmen on this Bulldog football team.
There sure are, and you really look at this roster. On the website, we have 99 freshmen listed for this season. 31 sophomores, 14 juniors, and 14 seniors.
The senior Heide is going to take this pass. They're setting up a screen to the right side, tackled up neck high is the Bulldog wide receiver. Made the catch, but taken down hard was Cade Fox, the young man who returned the kickoff. He got a couple, if that, sets up a 2nd down and long.
I think going back to the roster before, the biggest question with those underclassmen, 61% of the team are freshmen. 81% of the whole roster are underclassmen. How is that going to play into the season this year?
Yeah, this was a young squad last year. Played a lot of freshmen, and if they stuck around, you do the math, they're sophomores this year. One receiver to a side for Heide. He's looking to throw on 2nd and long. Looks right side, comebacker right through the outstretched arms of Jalen Wallace, one of the captains this afternoon. Jalen, a junior on this Bulldog squad. Out there at that wide receiver spot. Tough catch if he would have made it. Long throw, though, by Heide from that right hash to the left sideline. It's a 3rd and forever for this Adrian offense, who trails with 11:19 to go in our first quarter, 7-0 to Elmhurst University. Heide with 2 on the side, running back in the backfield, sends a man in motion. Heide takes a snap, fakes a screen. It's a middle screen, batted right back to him. Elmhurst makes a play on defense. It's number big 95 on that defensive line spot. Drake Javerick, sophomore, 6'4", 230. They tried to set up a screen. Heide couldn't get around the defensive lineman.
Yeah, that was a nervous-looking play there. Not really too much going on, and even with that short throw, at that point, do you run the ball? Do you try and just get upfield to see maybe if you break through somehow? There wasn't a lot of options.
So the Bulldogs have run 6 offensive plays. Look at this punt by Sammy LaFada. This is going to get a decent bounce, too, at the Elmhurst 35, inside of it, inside the 30. And Alex Herman, you're looking at probably the favorite to win the conference punter of the year, number 37, Sammy LaFada. Glad to see him back this season. He is a senior on this Bulldog squad. Trying to flip the field on Elmhurst. They have run 3 offensive plays. Defense is dominating early in this one. It's 7-0 Elmhurst on a pick 6 on Adrian's first offensive possession.
Yeah, nobody really finding their footing yet. Aside from the 1 score from Elmhurst, even though they were not on offense when it happened, defense is the name of the game thus far, 4 minutes in.
Acosta, the quarterback, running back behind him in the shotgun. He's going to turn left, handoff there. Cutback lane, he gets it to the right side. There's some room into the secondary up to the 35, and down he goes on the Bulldog sideline. Near first down yardage for the tailback. You're going to give him about 8 yards. Randall Broom, 93, almost got him on that interior defensive line spot. Clock moving here, 10:39 to go, first quarter.
Elmhurst looked a lot more confident in that play, and really the first true completion that we've seen with a little bit of a run.
I think that's the longest play of the game. It's an 8-yard run, 2nd and 2 for the Blue Jays. Trouble with that snap, throws to the flat off the hands of his tight end. Discombobulated offensively right there with the Blue Jays. Looking for R.J. Anderson, senior, 6'4", 240. Pass just missed. 3rd and 2. Let's see if Adrian can get off the field again. Blue Jays are 0 for 1 on 3rd down this afternoon. Acosta breaks the huddle. The quarterback lines up with his running back behind him. 2 tight ends out to the right side, tight to the line of scrimmage. They motion the running back to the right side of the quarterback. Bulldogs bring a blitz, run up the middle. Now he bounces to the left. There's some room, gets a block. First down Blue Jays to the 50 into Bulldog territory, and finally forced out inside the Adrian College 40. But hold on, there's a flag in the backfield. So the largest gain from scrimmage for either team could be coming back, as all 22 players on the field are walking back that way. It is holding. And, Alex, sometimes there's a reason there's that much space. It's because there was holding, and that is the call. So we'll redo 3rd down.
How about that run, though? That sure was impressive. Got up there in a jiffy.
So that makes a 1st and 10 inside the Adrian College 40. Brings up a 3rd down And it will be a third, and it looks like 11 back to the Blue Jays' 27-yard line. See if this Adrian College defense can make another play. Quickly across the front, our starters this afternoon, Mike White, Darrell Washington, Avion Leverett, and Maddox Woods. Of course, Randall Broom doing his thing as well. Broom is the defensive tackle on this play. 3 down linemen for the Bulldogs. 8 in the secondary. It's a 3rd and 11 for the Blue Jays. Acosta looking left, now looks middle, feels pressure, steps up, runs into his own man. Bulldogs pursuing, right side, throws it away, incomplete. A combination of pressure up front and good play in the secondary. We'll see an Elmhurst punt, and the defense makes another play on 3rd down.
What a play by the defense, just creating all-out panic. Originally there, pressuring was Mike White to get to the quarterback.
6'4" and 216 pounds, that defensive end number 11. He sticks out like a sore thumb, but in a good way for this Bulldog defensive line. Here's a snap taken by the Elmhurst punter. It's going to be fielded at the 48-yard line. Here's some room up the middle. Forward for 10, 15 yards is Greer. And Tyler Greer, the freshman, has made an impact in this football game early. Best field position by far for either team. Adrian's going to have the football. 1st and 10 at the Elmhurst 40-yard line. They need to move those yardage markers for the first down about a yard after that punt. There is a slight breeze in Adrian's favor right now. So we'll see if that impacts our kicking game. And we have a new quarterback in there. It is Jacob Calbert, number 9, the grad transfer. It's going to be a handoff through the middle. There's some space. Following his blockers down to the 35-yard line is the Adrian College running back, junior Shondell Hardnett. So Noah Heide gets 2 drives. And now we're going to see Calbert. Talking with Coach Joe Palka a few weeks ago, he said at one point in camp, they had 18 quarterbacks to try to sift through and figure out what this makeup is going to be for this quarterback room. But crowded would be an understatement. But we see the senior and now the grad senior Calbert in there. He's going to fake a run, roll out to the right. The lefty throws. He's got a man open at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
There
There's
might
a
be a
flag
flag
way back toward the line of scrimmage. What a nice catch and run out there by the Bulldog tight end. And we'll see if this is coming back. We await the call. And the call is an eligible player down the field, and they're going to slap Elliot Craker, the freshman, with being downfield illegally. And there's an Adrian College player down in the end zone. It's the man who caught the pass. That will not count, as it turns out. It's number 81, the freshman, Ryan McDonald. So they're going to tend to him. Jamie Federer doing his thing over in the Adrian College offensive end zone. So we wipe out a big run for Elmhurst. We wipe away a touchdown for Adrian College, and as it stands, it's 7-0 Elmhurst. 9:01 to go in the first quarter. We'll be back with Bulldog football on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Attention.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself. Adrian College.
Back to Adrian College. Looks like a left leg injury for the Adrian College young tight end, 81. That is Ryan McDonald, as he caught what was a touchdown pass from the graduate transfer, Jacob Calbert. Called back due to an ineligible player downfield. They caught the young offensive lineman, Elliot Craker, being downfield too far. So we're going to do it again, the yardage marker is back to the Elmhurst 40 where the drive started, where it will be 2nd down and 10. Ian Went, Alex Herman with you. Our great crew this afternoon, including Megan Abbey, Dakota Schneider, Josiah Durrell, Abby Reed, Gino Capocchione, Jake Luckhart, Alex Herman, and Laura Witkowski. It's going to be a late handoff through the middle. There's some space. Juke move in the secondary. Bulldog first down up over the 25-yard line. Shundell, hard net, running hard. That's the Bulldog 1st and 10.
How about those wheels from Hardnet? Little shimmy shake to the left, to the right. Splits the defense right down the middle. Bulldogs are closer, looking to get one back here.
As they say, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. First down AC at the 25. It's going to be a quarterback power. There's some room behind that offensive line. Big-time hit in the Elmhurst linebacking core. Calvert keeps it. You know, Calvert listed at 6'3", just as tall as Noah Heide, but about 25 more pounds on the lefty Calvert, so not afraid to run in between the tackles.
No, and you saw it on full display there. Ran straight through his man, got as far as he could.
2nd and 5 at the Elmhurst 20. Bulldogs down a score. 8 minutes to go in the first. Calvert looking to pass long and over his man's outstretched arms, looking for the junior Jalen Wallace. Herm, that's an ambitious pass. I mean, that's from the left hash all the way to the right sideline. It's a long way to throw a football, and luckily he missed it high, right? Heide had one of those, missed it short. Defender made a play.
I liked the idea on it because the man was open, but a little bit too much mustard on that one as it escapes the grasp.
Wallace, one of the captains on this Adrian College team here for week 1. So Calvert, the quarterback, shifts around his running back, Shundell Hardnett. It's a 3rd and 5. It's going to be Hardnett through the middle. There's some space, dancing into the open field, down to the 10-yard line. Running right between the guard, center, and guard. Good work up front. We'll give him credit. Andre Williams, Elliott Craker doing their thing. That's a 1st down, Adrian College.
Behind the play, too, Delando Anderson, offensive line, also making a huge tackle, stepping over his man.
7:32 to go. Bulldogs down a score. Jacob Calvert in the shotgun. The lefty looks left, throws that way, just through the arms of Jalen Wallace. Well, he made a play on the ball. It was some tight coverage out there. Little one-on-one. Number 5 in the coverage, able to break up that pass, was Talon West. It's a nice throw by Calvert, gave this guy a chance. It was a 50-50 ball about waist high. Looking at a 2nd and 10 from just outside the 10-yard line. They can get a 1st down without scoring, but it'd be very difficult to. Calvert's going to keep it, slip through one tackle, leans forward down to the 5, maybe the 4. So Calvert keeps it. Approaching 7 minutes to go in this first quarter. It looks like a 3rd and 4 for Adrian College, just outside the 4-yard line.
Love the confidence early from Calvert.
Creeping ever closer to the end zone. Setting up the formation, 2 tight ends on the field. They'll line up in a trips formation, tight to the right side of the line of scrimmage. Calvert, the quarterback, claps his hands, takes the snap, pitch out. Hardnett gets hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss. Back to the 7-yard line. The Blue Jays met the Bulldog tailback in the backfield. Now the first big decision for Coach Joe Palka. And we're going to see the kicking unit to get Adrian on the board here. A relatively short attempt, and we're going to see Jack Boyke going to come out and try this kick.
And you know, that was unfortunate for Shondell Hardnett. He had the space, but it just looked like he paused for just 1 second too much. And then he lost his room to work with. We'll see if the kick can be put home here.
From the right hash, it's a 25-yard attempt. Snap is high. Put down and blocked. Blue Jays block the kick and pick it up. There's some room to rumble. This could be a scoop and a score. Being chased from behind. Will Adrian get him? No, they will not. Into the end zone he goes. A Blue Jays touchdown. That is Tylen West taking it to the house. Blue Jays block it, scoop and score. We have seen no offensive touchdowns, but we have a 13-0 ball game as the Bulldogs couldn't get that kick away. Some pressure right up the middle by the Blue Jays. and they're off and rolling with 5:50 to go in the first quarter.
I mean, what are the percentage chances that you have a pick six and a blocked field goal attempt returned for a touchdown in the same quarter?
In the first 10 minutes of a football game.
Wow.
Blue Jays looking to make it an even 2-score game. It's a knuckleballer, but it splits the uprights. And it's a 14-0 Elmhurst University lead. Bulldogs to get the football when we return. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Elmhurst 14, Adrian 0 here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Welcome back to Adrian College. Docking Stadium in somewhat of a bewilderment right now as they have seen Elmhurst University score on an interception return for a touchdown and most recently a blocked 25-yard field goal attempt, scooped and scored. The extra point made it 14-0. We welcome you back in the booth. Ian Went, Alex Herman with you, and you talk about the goods and the bads. It's kind of extremes in either direction. I think the Adrian defense has looked very good. The offense, that last drive, moved the football very well. But the bads are glaring. A pick six and a blocked field goal.
The pick six might be a mistake. Could have been the wrong play call. Could have been a miscommunication on the field. But a blocked kick attempt, that's just bad luck.
That's right. Boyke never had a chance on the attempt. So the Bulldogs will get this football back. Marco Davila will set the ball on the tee at his own 35. He's kicking into the wind here in this first quarter. 5:50 to go in it. Pretty good crowd for opening day here at Docking Family Stadium. A breath of fresh air to this program off the field and trying to translate that to on the field. It has been a struggle in the first quarter. Ball is in the air. It's a short kick. Grabbed on the run and hits off a Bulldog. Up, man, it's loose on the turf. A fight for the football at the Adrian 32. No clear recovery.
Elmhurst is
Looked
saying
like
they got
Elmhurst
it.
had it at the beginning, but a wrestling match at the Bulldog 32-yard line. Whose possession? No word yet.
Oh, my goodness.
And possession to Elmhurst.
When it rains, it pours, Ian.
It was a line drive kick. I didn't see who it hit off of. One of the Bulldog upbacks who's not out there really to return kickoffs. We're going to get another look at it. Did you get it, Herm?
I think it might have been 27.
That's
was
what
it
I was
Chase
thinking.
Barbosa?
Yeah. Well, that's a tough break. Had to sprint up about 10 yards to try to field that kick. It went right through his arms.
See the replay here. Yeah, it dropped low towards his knees and bounced off of his chest, couldn't get a handle. And Coach Polka's going to call a much-needed timeout here with 5:46 remaining in the first quarter. Elmhurst leading 14-0.
You got the timeout on the field. It's an entire team timeout. I mean, everybody, not just the defense. You got the offense, special teams, guys in street clothes, coaches in on this huddle. I mean, are you seeing a young team getting punched in the mouth? And now it's like, okay, what are you going to do? Are you going to respond? How are you going to respond? And I think you tell them, there's no 14-point play. You got to take one play at a time, execute. It's been 3 mistakes, right? It's been, well, you could count a man downfield as a mistake, but there's a pick six, blocked field goal, and then you have a miscue on a kickoff return. trying to make each play better. Elmhurst will scrimmage from the Adrian College 30. Fakes the run. Looking deep. Pressure. Looking for his man right side. It's up in the air and it's caught. For a 30-yard touchdown. Pitch and catch. Acosta to his big tight end. That's number 83 coming down with it. R.J. Anderson matched up with the corner. And it's 20-0 Blue Jays.
You could smell this one a mile away as soon as the ball was snapped. The offense knew exactly where they were going. Everybody ran their routes perfectly. Wide open on the right side of the end zone was an Elmhurst Blue Jay. And this is not looking good.
And that's right off a timeout as well.
First snap, too.
No trouble with that snap. You're going to throw it up. It's going to be hitting the turf. Issue with the extra point. So the extra point unsuccessful. We'll keep it right here. We have 5:39 left in this first quarter. First quarter, it's Elmhurst 20 and Adrian College nothing. And look, if you were doing some research prior to this game, you know historically, look, Elmhurst won 2 games last year, and Adrian was one of them. In the years prior, they're about a 1.5 win per year program. So you might look at that and say, well, you like this week 1 matchup. And Herm, I think you're seeing youth and inexperience for Adrian College and guys that have been there and done that for Elmhurst.
Sure, absolutely. I mean, you don't want to say that your roster, because they're younger, is an excuse for some of the results you're seeing right now, but Bulldogs started the game off strong on defense. They made a mistake on their first time on offense. And now they kind of just look like they're scrambling a little bit. You hate to say it, but you have to wonder what's going to happen for the rest of the game. We still have 5 minutes left to play in the first quarter. There have been 3 touchdowns scored.
That's right. Today it's been an interception returned for a touchdown, a blocked field goal, and right there a 30-yard touchdown pass for Elmhurst University. Bulldogs looking up at a 20-0 score in this first quarter. We'll try this kickoff again. They fire it away from the 35. Bounces at the 18. Picked up there on a hop at the 14 to the 20, 25. Room up the middle. There's some space. Makes a couple of men miss up near the 50-yard line. And an impact player, Tyler Greer, brings it up near the 50-yard line, and he is slow to get up.
An impressive run by Greer as you saw him bolt straight up the center lane of the field and seems to be down in some discomfort.
Grabbing his left knee.
And you know what's so unfortunate about this? Every time the Bulldogs seem to find just a sliver of momentum, something happens at the end of the play to really just take the breath away of the entire crowd.
And this will be the, believe it or not, second best spot for field position to begin a drive for Adrian College. And Greer is still down at the 50-yard line. Adrian College athletic training staff taking a look at him. So we'll step aside. It's Elmhurst 20, Adrian 0. 5:33 to go in the first quarter. We'll be back after this on the Adrian College Sports Network. College Sports Network. As soon as we went to break, Bulldog return man Tyler Greer got up. He's being helped off by the athletic training staff at Adrian College, not putting much weight on that left leg. When he went down, it looked originally like a knee, so they're going to evaluate him. Bulldog offense looking at a 20-0 score in favor of Elmhurst. Ian Wendt, Alex Herman with you today. Beautiful day for football. We'll see if this Adrian College offense can put the ball in the end zone and get the score back to manageable here with a 20-0 score. Gio working a camera down there, got some of the student section. Having some fun today. It's finally football. The football fever in the air. Calbert takes the snap, fakes a run, rolls to the left, caught by Brumley, the tight end. Gets through a tackle down to the Elmhurst 32-yard line. Ryan Brumley, rumbling, stumbling, bumbling. Coach Polka said he dropped some weight in the offseason. You can tell he's a big kid, tall, physical receiver. Nice catch and run. It's a Bulldog 1st and 10, gain of about 15 yards on the play.
Love the aggressiveness from Brumley. Got the stiff arm up.
Hardnett, there's some room up the middle. Makes the linebacker miss, stays on his feet, down to the 15 to the 13-yard line. Boy, I love that run up the middle, Herman. Hard to do that in college football. You need to have faith in those two guards in the center, but a nice job up the middle. Another 1st and 10, and this offense is playing angry.
And why not, right? You're down by a lot. Go for it. Show some swagger. Show that you can compete.
6'4", Hunter Bonza lined up to the left side of the offense. Brumley in the slot with his running back out there, Hartnett as well. Jacob Calbert sends the running back in motion. It's going to be a run fake, keeps it himself, looks for space, down inside the 5-yard line, near the goal line, where will be nearly a 1st and goal. Yes, they're going to move the chains. And the Bulldogs looking at a 1st and goal, so Herm back-to-back drives inside the 5-yard line. Let's see if they can cash in.
You're on the goal line here. You need to find something. This is the biggest test.
I like the run middle. I like the way the guards and the center have been blocking this drive. It's a 1st and goal at the 4. They bring in some more bodies, some bigger bodies, tight ends. Trips tight to the right side of the line of scrimmage. Actually, it's Noah Heide in the ball game now. Heide gives it to the middle. Hartnett to the goal line. Not in yet. Looking for the end zone. They say he's short of that line. Now there's a Bulldog down at the 4. Initially looks like Elliott Craker, the freshman offensive lineman. He's down in pain at the Bulldog 4, so we're going to step aside. Bulldogs knocking on the door. Elmhurst 20, Adrian nothing. 3:35 to go in the first. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout on the Adrian College Sports Network.
At Dynamic Industrial Supply.
The 5-yard line. Look at some of our statistics so far in this ball game. First downs, the Bulldogs have 5, Elmhurst with 1. They've run the ball 10 times as Craker gets up, walking off under limited power. Bulldogs with 71 yards rushing, about 7.1 yards per attempt. Elmhurst with just 30 receiving yards, and that was on that most recent touchdown. The Bulldogs with just 20 yards through the air. It's really been mistakes that have cost the Bulldogs, right? The interception return for a touchdown. An eligible man downfield took away a touchdown, and a muffed kickoff return. But we'll see if we can atone for that. It's a 1st and goal, or 2nd and goal rather, at the 1-yard line. Calbert back in at quarterback. Hartnett, the running back. Offset to his right. They're in the shotgun. Bulldogs looking to score, and there it is, walking in. The first touchdown of the 2024 season is Shundell Hartnett. Adrian's on the board, the first score in the tenure of head football coach Joel Polka. It's a 1-yard touchdown run for the junior tailback.
Bulldogs finally on the board.
Gotta love that. Just right up the middle. Follow your center and your guards in for the score. Quick drive. Let's see if Boyke can get this extra point through. They had trouble last time they tried a field goal attempt. The snap is high, but it's put down, foot to leather, and it's good. Do it all, Jack Boyke. He's the center fielder for the NCAA baseball team. Yes, baseball, not the soccer team. This kid is athletic. He boots it through the uprights, and it's now Elmhurst University 20, Adrian College 7, 3:26 to go in our first quarter. And Alex, that was a very quick drive, a few chunk plays and then a short run to get this thing in the end zone.
You got to play with some confidence at this point, right? You're a young team. You know the odds are stacked against you. You started the game off hot, made some mistakes maybe that you shouldn't have, but now you can sway the momentum a little bit. Build little by little. There's plenty of football to play left here today from Docking Stadium as we have 3:26 left to go in the first quarter. 2 scores, you're back in it. You need your defense to come up big here and keep on rolling.
It's all about vibes, right? The young people love the vibes, and putting points on the board should rejuvenate this Bulldog sideline and the players on the field. And we're going to have Boyke kick this one off from the 35-yard line.
Got to have a little riz, don't you?
Sure. Whatever the kids say.
I think that's what the cool kids say.
I think it is. I do not qualify. That's been established over my years of calling these football games. Uncool in the booth, but it's cool to be here at Adrian College. First game of the season. Bulldogs took the punch 20-0, and now they're on the board with a 1-yard run by Shundell Hardnett and the Boyke extra point. Jack to kick off. Runs up to it. Sends it down to the left sideline. Rolls into the end zone for a touchback, as he did to open this ball game. That's a scary, it's a line drive kick. There's not a lot of air under it, but gets it to the end zone, keeps it in bounds till it gets to the end zone. So Elmhurst comes out for their next possession.
It's so funny, too, as we talk about Jack Boyke more. We saw him really have a strong season for the men's NCAA baseball team, as you mentioned, too, dual sport athlete. A lot of the kids who go to Adrian College play a couple of sports, and a great example right there, our kicker and center fielder.
Bulldog defense back out. They gave up a 30-yard touchdown pass on the first play of the last possession for the Blue Jays, who operate with a 20-7 lead. First and 10 at the 25. It's going to be a run. Looking for room through the linebacking core. Takes a big hit. Flag in the backfield. Ball is on the turf. And Adrian scooped it up. We'll see what the flag is. Adrian came up with the football at the tail end of the play. We will check the marker in the backfield. And it's holding on Elmhurst. They're going to decline this penalty. Result of the play is a Bulldog 1st and 10. How about that? Making up for it. Look at Wadis Ashman on the sideline, the Bulldog safety. Big time hit in the hole. The Bulldogs got the ball back, and that all-important word, momentum, is on the sideline of the black and gold. Defense takes it away. The second turnover of the ball game, first by Elmhurst. Bulldogs are in business.
Strut your stuff here, Adrian College Bulldogs. This is the time to do it.
We're trying to see who forced the fumble. Give them their credit. Now the offense back out there with great field position at the Elmhurst 32. Calvert, the quarterback, gives to the tailback. Room through the middle. This offensive line has impressed me as Hardnett goes forward for a handful.
Great run from Hardnett. Got right up the middle, and he's showing some real confidence here, trying to lead his squad to another touchdown.
Hardnett, 7 carries, 47 yards with a touchdown. He's in the backfield to the right side of his quarterback, Jacob Calvert. Under 3 to go. Calvert straight back to pass. The lefty throws left side. Nobody there. Miscommunication. In the vicinity was Jalen Wallace. He ran the post. Calvert thought he was running a corner, and a conversation between the two when Wallace comes back.
You know, I think that was the right idea. Wallace just got a little bit too far ahead of himself with that running play upfield. Zach
Carter got the fumble recovery for the Adrian College defense. Here's Hartnett up the middle on a 3rd and short. Only got a yard. So we're looking at a 4th down and 2. And Herm, you only run on a 3rd and 4 and don't get it if you think you're going to go for it on a 4th down, and the offense is still out there. 2:20 to go. Bulldogs down by 13. Field goal unit stays on the sideline. It would be about a 40-yard attempt. Calbert from the shotgun. It's a 4th and 2. They need the 22, and there's movement up front. And now the linemen point fingers at each other, and the referees will decide who the flag is against. Bulldogs seem confident it's against the Blue Jays, and Blue Jays feel like the canines are incorrect. And it's on the defense. So the defensive lineman moved into the neutral zone area. Bulldogs flinched. That's against the Blue Jays, and that will be a conversion on 4th down, and it's a 1st and 10 AC.
Definitely need one here. You're inching your way back into the game. 2 minutes left. See what the Bulldogs drop here at the 20-yard line.
Ian Wendt, Alex Herman with you on opening weekend at Docking Stadium. Calvert going to run, has some space, gets a block, gets hit hard and dropped after a 6-yard carry. Good work by the Bulldog quarterback.
Love the little half spin move there. Almost got away with it, but some contact there brought him down to the ground.
Giving Chris Reeves credit for the stop. A Michigan native, went to Brighton High School. Making the play. Elmhurst from the Chicago, Illinois area. About a 4-hour-ish drive from Adrian, Michigan. And the Bulldog drive here is inside the red zone. They scrimmage from the Elmhurst 13. Calbert in the pistol. Hartnett, fake the run. Calbert running, looking for a block. He's got one. He's got the pylon, and he's got 6. Touchdown Bulldogs. Jacob Calbert ran it all the way for the Bulldog touchdown. This place is rolling here on a Saturday afternoon.
What a play from the quarterback, number 9, Jacob Calbert. How about those wheels on that guy?
Dude's fast.
Saw his opportunity and wasted no time getting to the end zone.
Wow. The dual threat. Bulldogs within a score. They have scored 13 straight points. Boyke looks to make it 14. That snap is perfect. Look at that hold, and the kick is pure. It's a one-score game. It's Elmhurst 20 and Adrian 14. Whoever thought there'd be 34 points in the first quarter, you win the prize today. We'll take a break. There's still 67 seconds left in the first quarter. Ian and Alex here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Attention, students.
Network. The stadium's rocking. Here on week 1, Adrian College has scored 14 consecutive points, and they're within 6 of Elmhurst University. Ian Wendt, Alex Herman, taking a look once more at the Adrian College long touchdown run by their quarterback, grad student Jacob Calbert.
You know what? One of the things that's going to be missed on this play, that was a fake handoff. Unbelievably played. Sold it towards the defense, and once he saw his lane, he jetted up that left side. A little diagonal route, started to pull up towards the 15 and got right over. Offensive line getting some great blockage.
Cade Fox, number 4, freshman wide receiver, downfield, was the last block to spring the man free. And this Bulldog defense, they forced a fumble on the last possession for Elmhurst. That's a fired up squad out there, and black and gold. Those are the school colors, the uniforms, a nice gray color to them as well. Elmhurst looking to stop the bleeding on the other end. They've given up 14 straight points. Acosta, their quarterback, stands in the shotgun. It's a straight back pass. Throws middle, caught, slipped the tackle at the 30 to the 32-yard line. It's finally dropped. Catch made by Demetrius Kelly. It's about 6 or 7 yards on that catch. Final minute of the opening quarter. Yes, opening quarter. It's Elmhurst 20 and Adrian College 14. The next play, dropped in the backfield. Tackled for a loss, Mike White, the junior, making a difference in the Elmhurst backfield. It's a 3rd down and 9 after the loss on the play. See how loud Docking Stadium gets right now. The rally towels coming out. We have a whistle on the field, and that's because an exhilarating first quarter is in the books. Unlike last year, we have some scoring in this contest. Adrian and Elmhurst locked in a good one. We'll be back after this timeout. It's Elmhurst 20, Adrian 14. We'll be back on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Get ready for a delightful stay at Comfort Inn & Suites, the proud
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Sports Network. Ian Wentz, Alex Herman with you on the Adrian College Sports Network.
And looking to coach softball wherever she goes. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Allison Deneau.
Allison Deneau, Bulldog student, honored here today. Dr. Milner, Dr. Docking down there at the 40-yard line. Nice recognition.
Always love to see our hardworking AC students here.
Jenny Carlson down there with the alumni office.
Bulldog fans, make some noise. It's third.
All right, we start the second quarter with an Elmhurst University 3rd down after the loss on 2nd down.
Need to find something here.
They scrimmage from their own 28. Acosta takes the snap. Pressure quickly. They get him and drop him in the backfield. Dante Banton, the senior, around the right side of the defensive line, drops Acosta in the backfield, and the offense is going to get another chance. Gosh, Herm, aside from one play, this defense is playing a good football game. There's no other way to put it.
Sure are, and safe to say, they found it on that play.
Wow.
How about that? Dogs are barking.
It was a 2nd down and 2. Now we're looking at a 4th down and 13. Here's the snap. They block the punt. The punt is blocked. It's down at the 36. Elmhurst covers it up. Looked like 25 for the Bulldogs. Got his Bulldog paw on it, making plays. There's 2 25s. It's either Anthony Greer or Deshaun Richardson. I think that was Richardson, and that's a freshman making a play. And it's an Adrian 1st down at the Elmhurst 26-yard line. Herm, the wheels are falling off for the Blue Jays.
Pure guts right now from the Bulldogs. When it seemed like they were down and out, they said, you know what, let's go for it. And they've done everything that they've could to battle back into this one. What a block, giving the Blue Jays a taste of their own medicine with a blocked punt.
You couldn't have had a more disappointing first 10 minutes, but the last 6 or 7 have been perfect. Calbert, pump fake. He's got a man in the end zone. Touchdown! Cade Fox! Welcome to college football, young man. This ball game is tied at 20. Look at the students. Oh, a pump fake and go. Calbert put it on the nose, and the Bulldogs have knotted this game up at 20 apiece.
What an absolute dot from Jake Kelbert. The throw, the completion into the end zone, students rallying in the backfield. You love to see it. We are tied up.
And Jack Boyke to give Adrian their first lead of the season. Snap, hold, kick. No good. So we stay tied after the missed extra point. Early second quarter, it's 14-15. We're all tied up at 20. And Alex, you go back to Adrian made a mistake on special teams at their own 30 with the muffed kickoff return. Elmhurst first play, long pass for a touchdown. Elmhurst makes a mistake at their own 30, a blocked punt. What does Adrian do? Long pass touchdown. It's a taste of your own medicine.
It sure is. This game has just been unbelievable. We've only gone through a quarter and about 45 seconds of football, and this has proved to be one of the most unpredictable games I've ever seen. I mean, if you tried to hit the spread on anything that's just happened, there's no chance that you would have made it because the odds are just unbelievable.
Isn't college football fun? I mean, it's a game, right, that gives and takes away, and the Bulldogs are taking it away right now. As Jack Boyke will kick this thing off, and he's probably had the busiest day as a Bulldog football player on the field game day. Kickoffs, extra points, field goal attempts. The kicker might need to take a shower after the ball game.
They're going to need to buy him a steak dinner at least.
Fit him for a new uniform. He's lost so much weight. 14-15 to go here in this first half. It's a low kick, fielded at the 29, and they're going to take a knee on it. And scrimmage from there. Bulldog defense, they cannot wait to get back out on this field as they have really flipped the script on the Blue Jays in this late first quarter and early second quarter.
Wow. Just wow. Could you have asked for a better game on a Saturday afternoon?
Like I said, isn't college football fun?
Sure is.
I mean, this team looked down and out the first 10 minutes of this football game. They found something, and they have a tie ball game with Elmhurst. We reset with 14-14 left in the first half. Quarterback gives and gets hit in the backfield, slipped the tackle, won't slip that one.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy, what a hit. Trey Bruggeman finished the play. It was Mike White in the backfield in a hurry, but Bruggeman said, I'll pick you up, bro. It's a 2-yard loss on the run.
That was a solid thud from Trey Bruggeman. I mean, look at that hit. You could hear it from all the way up here, up in the booth, and my, oh my. You know, I thought the first hit that was being sent on was going to land too, but it was a really good 360 move. But that second one, oh my goodness.
Swarm to the football, second and long for Elmhurst University. Acosta feels pressure, steps up, ball is loose, it's on the ground, Bulldogs have it, Adrian has it. First down AC, they forced another fumble.
Wow.
Officials say Adrian College ball. Dante Banton recovers. I think he stripped it out too.
Oh my goodness.
And there's a flag down well away from the play. So hold on just a moment.
Absolutely incredible. I mean, what is going on in this game? But we'll wait for this flag here.
They're moving the ball back. So it's wipe off the turnover. It's a hands to the face penalty against Adrian College. That negates the turnover, gives the Blue Jays 15 yards and a first down.
You know what? I think the attitude for the Bulldogs is, let's just go and turn it over again. Right now, the confidence is through the roof. You have to be feeling unstoppable. Why not do it again, right? So what? We got the penalty. Let's figure out a way. Let's rally here.
It's been the defensive line last number of drives for Adrian that's really got the job done. And I did not catch the number for the personal foul, hands to the face. But the Adrian defense back out again. 20-20 is the score. 13-13 to go before half. Blue Jays take the snap, give, hit, dropped, Bruggeman and company. Short gain by the ball carrier. 27, not too much room for the young man.
Good pressure again by Trey Bruggeman.
That was Tavion Porter with the carry for Elmhurst. 2nd down and 9 now for Elmhurst. The ball is on Bruiser's feet at the 44-yard line.
You know, we talk about Bruggeman. One of the freshmen coming into this class, listed at 6'1", 220 pounds. That is a big fella.
12.5 to go before half. Bruggeman in that middle linebacker spot. Costa takes, fakes, feels the Bulldog heat, throws across his body, caught. 1st down, Blue Jays. Tight end made the play. Nice grab by R.J. Anderson, who scored the only offensive touchdown for Elmhurst today on the 30-yard touchdown pass. So he's going to be a problem as we move through this game. 1st down, Blue Jays at the Adrian 42.
You know what? They almost got Acosta to throw it away. They were right there for making that tackle. Needed just a hair of a second more on time. Good throw from the Elmhurst quarterback.
There has been a change in the QB spot. Now we're seeing number 7, John Odom from Wheaton, Illinois, number 7. The junior takes the snap, gives, meets the Bulldog defensive line. Nowhere to go. Grabbed and thrown down that time by Dante Banton. So we've seen 4 quarterbacks now in this football game, 2 aside. Well, number 0 is starting to eat up here on that right defensive end spot. You mentioned all those youngsters, right, with this program. There are a few that came back, but Coach Palka going in that transfer portal too, grabbing some seniors that want another chance to play some football and make an impact on a rebuilding program. Odom looking at a 2nd and long. It's going to be handoff right through the middle. Meets a wall of defenders and dropped after a short gain. Porter the carry once again. And number 9 for Adrian, the linebacker, Ryan Morgan, in on the tackle. It's another 3rd down right now for Elmhurst.
And you know what's amazing to me? You look to our right. For those of you tuning in on the radio, and you probably can't see it on the broadcast, but now you can. There's the entire student section hugging the outside of the field in the end zone, waiting for their Bulldogs to come back the other way. This place is rowdy.
We're going to need some noise on a 3rd down and 10. 10:18 to go before half. We're tied at 20. Odom, the quarterback, takes, looks, throws a screen. Bennett at the line and falls incomplete. That's Banton in on the pressure along with number 27 for Adrian. That's Chase Barbosa, freshman linebacker. And we'll see the punt team for Elmhurst.
Was it Barbosa who got the hands on it? It looked like there was a little bit tip on the play.
There was a Bulldog paw on it. They were both in the backfield in a hurry. They tried a faked wide receiver screen to the right, come back to the left, and those two were not fooled. Made a good effort. 4th and 10 for Elmhurst. Clock stops at 10:12 in the 2nd. Low snap picked up. Foot to leather. It's going to bounce at the 5 and roll into the end zone that is painted. Adrian, Bulldog football. We'll be back in 30 seconds. It's Adrian 20, Elmhurst 20. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Ian Wentz, Alex Herman on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Adrian College invites you to cheer for the Bulldogs.
I got to get a station ID in.
Adrian College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
City. This is Lenawee County's radio station, 103.9 WLEN, Adrian.
Back on the Adrian College Sports Network. Little catch and run by Jalen Wallace. here at Adrian College. It's a 2020 ball game. Ian Wentz, Alex Herman with you on the Adrian College Sports Network.
What a day for a ball game, huh? Some blue skies, clouds overhanging, but perfect weather, perfect day.
Little fall breeze. Bulldog QB looks middle. Wallace with a catch again, avoids 2 Blue Jays, spins through a would-be tackler into Elmhurst territory to the 46-yard line. Getting Jalen Wallace involved. Nice pitch and catch from his grad quarterback, Jacob Calbert.
Good little fetch play off to Wallace. I've been mostly impressed when the Bulldogs are able to complete passes. Their receivers finding ways to mix it up with their feet.
1st and 10 AC. Calbert keeps it on the quarterback option. Look at that move in the linebacking core. Check your ankles. That's Charles Scott went for a slide. Wow.
Somebody get that kid some crutches. My goodness.
I'd like to talk to Calbert, what quarterback he models his game after, and that was Lamar Jackson-esque if you're looking NFL guys.
And you know what? He's going with so much deception on some of these plays, really faking out the defense on whether he's going to throw or he's going to run. He can do both.
Hardnett, the running back, he's going to get it. Bulldogs pulling lineman, big-time block. Hardnett, good, hard running. Brumley tried to throw a block, and that was a big-time collision within the line of scrimmage. It's a 3-yard carry for Hardnett, 2nd down and 7. Calbert today is 4 of 7, 1 touchdown. He has 80 yards to his credit. Wallace leads all receivers with 2 catches for 35 yards. Calbert, 6 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown. Chris Crumsey in motion across the formation. Calbert looking that way. Throws middle. Got Ryan Crumley caught at the 25. It's going to be short of a 1st down, but Ryan Crumley showing some pass-catching ability. Sets up a 3rd and very short.
Good short throw there.
Boy, they might move those sticks. The near side line judge is saying a 1st down, so hang on.
Maybe they got it.
Near side line judge saying move the sticks, so it is a Bulldog 1st down. You know, it looked like he caught it at the sticks, came back, and then tried to fight his way to it. So, I mean, that's a judgment call by the official. Benefit Adrian right there. 7:20 to go in the 2nd quarter. Tied at 20. This Bulldog defense has really kept them in this ball game. The offense doing their job now. Hardnett run up the middle, met by a flock of Blue Jays after a 2 or 3 yard run. First punt of the season. Is that a pun or just a bad joke?
Flock of Blue Jays?
Or is it creative? Is it just creative?
I think it's just good play on words.
Okay.
I like it, though. I approve of it.
Some call me a wordsmith. Others call me things you can't say on the air. It's a 2nd down and 8. Adrian operates from the Elmhurst 22. Looking to take their first lead of the game. Calbert looking left. 50-50 ball tipped and incomplete. What a play on the back end of that secondary. Number 11, the defensive back, Jeffrey Lightler. Wallace was the intended receiver. He stuck his wing out there and knocked the ball down. It's another bird reference, Herm. I don't know if you caught that or not.
I did, and I was going to say something. I had to hold in my laughter for a second, but okay. I approve of that one. That was a good hop from Lightler. Almost got control of it.
3rd and long. Sun peering through the clouds. Calbert rolling right. Now looking left. They set up a screen for Brumley. Gets a block. Ryan Brumley rumbling down to the 10-yard line. He takes a whole host of blue helmets to bring him down. That's a fun play, right? You sprint your quarterback to the right. You throw a screen behind it, and your tight end's there. Offensive lineman got a good block. That was 77, the freshman Bryce Keller.
Blue Jays were nesting around the Bulldogs there.
Nice.
They couldn't keep them down.
I like that.
How many more do you think we can fit in before this play's over?
We have a whole nother half plus 5 minutes.
Get ready, folks.
All right, Calbert looking at 5 wide receivers. Sends a man in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep. He's got a lane. He's got 6. Touchdown, Ethan Eberger. Welcome to college football. That's the Bulldogs score. And they take the lead for the first time this afternoon. Blocking was perfect, and Eberger did the rest. Bulldogs got 6.
You know, they didn't get the extra field goal before to take the 21-20 lead, but you know what? I think a touchdown's better. 6-point lead right now. We'll see what Boyke can do on this kick.
Gosh, it's a fun-looking offense right now. You gotta sprint to the right, screen pass to the left. Now I have a jet sweep to your speedster, and it's 26-20. Boyke attempting the extra point. He missed the last one, and he will knock through the second one. Holding out there, number 6, I believe that is Mark Lopez. And just like that, it is 27 consecutive points for Adrian College. We're going to take a break. Boyke will kick it off. When we come back, it's Adrian 27, Elmhurst 20, 5:43 to go in the half. You're listening and watching Bulldog football on the Adrian College Sports Network. Welcome back to Docking Stadium. Ian Wentz, Alex Herman on the call on the Adrian College Sports Network. It was doom and gloom the first 10 minutes. Elmhurst had a 20-0 lead. And I'm not lying, folks. Adrian leads at 27-20.
Pump It Up by Endor, the song of choice for every kick before Jack Boyke punts it downfield. And you know what? That's a perfect summary of what the Bulldogs have done since the first quarter when they were down by 20. Pump it up. 27-20 lead in favor of the Bulldogs. Here we go.
It was a mistake-filled first 10 minutes. They played a much tighter last 10. It's a rolling kick, bounces off a Blue Jay, and they're going to fall on it at about the 28-yard line, and that's where they will operate. First and 10. Question for the Blue Jays, and I don't have the inside information, but they started the ball game with Andre Acosta at quarterback, and now we've seen some John Odom, number 7. So I'm not sure if it's an injury or if it's by choice. Now, we saw Noah Heide start the game for Adrian, and he did a couple of drives, but now we've seen Jacob Calbert. So I wonder if it's a true quarterback competition or what's going on with the Blue Jays.
Well, you know, you look at some of the team stats right now. Elmhurst only listed for 3 receptions. So a lot of their points are coming off of games not using their quarterback. So if it is a switch that's not an injury, that's probably why.
Odom's pass batted down at the line. White with the play at the line of scrimmage. Number 11 for Adrian College looks every bit of 6'4", 200 and some odd pounds.
Wouldn't it be nice to be 6'4"? Would be pretty sweet, right?
I think so. Yeah, your whole life would be different.
Totally different.
Second and 10 off the incompletion. Odom gives. There's no one there except black helmets with bruiser's paw on either side. It's a tackle for no gain. Third and long quickly for Elmhurst. Now this defensive line can really eat. It's a passing down. Odom and company need 10 yards. They need something. 5:10 to go in this first half. These rally towels are out in full force. Cheerleaders, dance team, the student section, the band, they're all riled up for their defense to make yet another play. Odom sends a running back to his left, flanking him in the backfield. 4 in the pattern. Odom steps up, looking, gets hit as he throws, but it's going to be a completion at the 40 for a first down as Odom extended the play. Reception made by Max McCarville. That is a first down for Elmhurst. They needed 10. They got 11. That's a nice job by Odom. Feeling pressure, moving through the pocket, and making the play.
Cool, calm, and collected from John Odom, the junior quarterback from Wheaton, Illinois.
40-yard line. Elmhurst trailing for the first time this afternoon. 4:09 to go before the half. Send the running back in motion to the right. Odom alone in the gun. Bulldogs bring pressure. Throw to the flat. Caught. Good for about 5 or 6 yards. 12 with the catch. Antonio Mayo. Or excuse me, no, that is Demetrius Kelly. A couple of number 12s on this roster. So we've seen the adjustment right from Elmhurst. They're getting the ball out quick. They realize the Adrian defensive line is winning the line of scrimmage. So we're seeing Odom get rid of the ball quickly. 2nd down and 5 from their own 45 at Bruiser's left toe. Down on the field. Quick pass caught. Hit at the 50. That's good enough for a 1st and 10. Got 6 yards. Anderson with the catch. Zach Henderson, wide receiver. Little 5-yard passes. Dinking and dunking down the field.
You know what? Those last 3 snaps looked super smooth. Ball into the hands of Odom. Quickly out. Caught. They get down, take their yards, and get to the next play.
3 receivers right, 1 left, running back in the backfield to the quarterback's right side. Stands at the 45. Bulldogs rush 4. They get some pressure, force them out. Odom looking, throws near sideline, and it's out of play. Incomplete. There is a flag on the play, and my money would be on holding as it's in the offensive backfield.
That was crazy, too, because
and that will be the call.
Odom had 5 or 6 guys surrounded around him, but nobody hit him. Everybody was locked up with their men in their one-on-one battle.
There's a holding on Elmhurst. The call on 72, Caden Cornell, the junior, the guilty party. Adrian accepts the penalty. So it will be a 1st down and 20. Back to the Elmhurst 41-yard line. There's 3:13 to go in this first half. Elmhurst has 3 timeouts. Adrian College with 2. There will be a 2-minute timeout in this game. One of the changes to college football this season. 2 receivers on a side for Odom, who stands in the shotgun. His heels are on the 35. Surveys the Bulldog defense. Takes the snap. Gives to his running back. Feels the pressure and gets dropped in the backfield for a loss on the play. Flying in from his linebacker spot is Ryan Morgan, a sophomore. Made the tackle. They're going to give him a loss of 2 on the play. Trying to find space was 24. Jalen White, nothing there.
Bulldogs all over that ball. Good defensive stop.
Clock is moving, 2:42. 2nd down and 22. 2 receivers on a side, running back in the backfield, Odom. Bulldogs rush 3, throws short, caught at the 45, up to the 48, maybe the 49, gang tackled there. About 11 yards shy of the 1st down for the Elmhurst receiver. Number 4 with the catch, that is McCarville. So it's a 3rd down and 10. The Blue Jays do not have to snap it on this side of the 2-minute timeout if they don't want to. And I think that will be the case as they look to the sideline. No urgency. And now we are at the 2-minute timeout. We will take a quick break. Adrian has scored 27 consecutive points. They lead it. 2 minutes to go in the first half, 27-20 over Elmhurst University. We'll be back after this on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the 9th, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Welcome back to the Adrian College Sports Network. Bulldog football is back for 2024. Ian Wentz and Alex Herman with you on the Adrian College Sports Network. However you may be watching or listening to this broadcast, we appreciate you tuning in here today. Right now, it's the Elmhurst University Blue Jays with the football. They trail by 7. Same team that led by 20 They're looking at a 3rd down and 12 at their own 49-yard line. Football placed at the top of Bruiser Bulldog's head. Odom looking for a big play from his offense. 2 minutes to go before the half. And there's movement up front. That'll be 5 more yards on the Blue Jays. So that, I think that changes the play call here. If you're the Elmhurst coach, Mike Murray, you're looking at a 3rd and 17 now. And the way Adrian's pressured up front, I'd be looking at maybe running the ball here. But Adrian has timeouts, so it could go either way.
A lot of options.
There's not too many for 3rd and 17. Not too many. There are some, but not too many. Bulldog defensive line looking to make a difference here on a 3rd and long. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Jalen White, the running back in the backfield with Odom. Odom looking, has some time. Bulldogs rush 3. Now there's time running out. Odom throws it deep down the right sideline. It's over his head and it's incomplete. I see no flags on the field, so a punt coming up for the Blue Jays with 1:51 to go.
Great job by the defense to force the throw, I should say. They've been absolutely locked down here at Docking Stadium.
You see a punt here for Elmhurst. Nick Mullett is back, stands at his own 31, takes the snap. It's a high boot, not very
short.
far. It's going to bounce out of bounds. We'll see where they spot it. It is north of the Bulldog 30, and the line judge on that side says ball at the 35. So that's where we stand. 1:43 left, 2 timeouts for Adrian.
Flop shot on that kick there. I thought it was at least at the 40, but sideline referee seeing a little bit better than I am from way back here in the booth.
Yeah, he's a little closer. It's okay.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
That punt looked like somebody's sand wedge. High in the air, a lot of backspin. Bulldogs on offense now, up by 7. Calbert throws, diving, reception, no, incomplete. Crumsey could not hold on. Chris Crumsey, the speedster wide receiver, the sophomore. So it's 2nd down and 10 now, 1:38 to go. Before half, Elmhurst has 3 timeouts, Adrian with 2. Jacob Calbert, the quarterback, out there with Chandel Hardnett as his running back. Sends Crumsey in motion left to right, and a flag flies.
Penalty flag on the play.
Had to be a false start on Adrian. They didn't let the play go, and that is the play, or that is the call, I should say. Going to grab the offensive lineman, Bryce Keller, the left tackle. Bryce, 6'4", 325, a sophomore on this Adrian College squad. Got a little too ambitious. So they back it up to the 30 for a 2nd and 15. Jacob Calbert takes the snap, gives to the middle, met by a Blue Jay in the hole. 98, going to give credit for that tackle. Or 99, excuse me, Malachi Correa. Give him credit for the stop. So clock is moving. I'm not sure why Elmhurst is not calling one of their timeouts here. Trying to get the ball back with some time to score. Adrian running the play clock down to 15 seconds. Calbert barks his directions out just like Bruiser Bulldog would. Quarterback takes, looks left all the way. It's a swing pass to his running back. Needs a couple of blocks, jumps over a man toward the line. Oh, big hit right near the sticks. He's going to be a couple of yards short, but Chandel Hardnett with a nice catch and run. Got about 12 yards. And a decision now for Coach Polka. 30 seconds left in the play clock, 32 in the half.
Heard the
offense stays out there.
Heard the oohs and ahs from that hurdle from Hartnell.
So pretty sure it's 4th and 1. The down marker, there we go, it changed to 4. It's going to be a give. Hardnett, first down and more to the Blue Jay side of the 50. Darnell Hardnett, first down. It's a timeout on the field. Called by head coach Joe Polka. So that gives Adrian 1 left in this half. 16 seconds showing in that half. Now, if you're thinking about maybe a Jack Boyke field goal, Bulldogs are going into the wind. So whatever yardage Boyke is a distance kicker, right? He can really boot it. So, we like to give him maybe a chance at a 40-yarder, 35-yard field goal, and that would be getting the football to about the 23, 22-yard line to give your guy a chance. But you could go several different ways. What are you thinking, Herm?
I don't know. That's a long ways to go if you're kicking just from about the 50.
No, you get it down to about the 24.
If you
Put
can
the
get it
kicker
that far
at the
up,
30.
yeah.
Right, I know you need about 20-some yards on a play.
Got to make a quick pass and get down as fast as you can, really.
Elmhurst, no doubt, will play conservatively. Put an extra defensive back on the field, some more speed to counter. Jacob Calbert leads the Bulldogs onto the field. One receiver wide to either side, 2 tight ends, one on either side of the offensive line. Calbert takes the snap. It's going to be a run play. Hardnett gets hit after about 3 yards. And we have a timeout on the field. Adrian calls one here. So 11 seconds left in the half. They go run play, and they only get 3 yards or so. I'd love to be in the headsets, right, between the different coordinators and the head coach to figure out exactly what they're going to do. I didn't have run up the middle as one of my play options there on a 1st and 10.
And we have the Adrian side to our right. We have a booth on our left. That's our ACTV broadcast. Elmhurst is on the left of them, so have to wonder what's going on for this next play call.
It's a 2nd down, 7 at the Elmhurst 44. Adrian with the ball in a lead, 27-20. 11 seconds left in the first half. Calbert today is 7 of 12, 112 yards and a touchdown. Looking for more here. Calbert with time. Looking deep middle, going for Wallace. It's tipped up and it's nearly intercepted. 37 back there for Elmhurst made a play on the football. Connor DeVries. It's 4 seconds to go. It's a 3rd down. So based on that play call, throw it deep, that run play was to set up, we think Jacob can throw it, about 50-some yards.
And you know what? Calbert, when he has space, he can really sling it. That was a deep pass from just about the center of the field.
Plenty of height out there in the Bulldog receiving core. Blue Jays rush 3. Calbert steps up and slips. Has to avoid some pressure. Now he does. Rolling back to the 40. Calbert with a block. He's going to try to run. Here goes Calbert. And he's going to make a move at the 30, get tackled at the 25, and that is the first half. A tale of 2 quarters. Elmhurst jumped out to a 20-0 lead. Adrian College scored the next 27 points, and they lead it going to the locker room 27-20 over Elmhurst University. Quick thoughts on the first half.
What a game. I mean, you've got 47 points on the board. 20 of them came in the first quarter. The Bulldogs found a way to battle all the way back from being 3 scores down. And they showed no quit in that whole entire first half. And that has to be huge for Coach Palka and his squad, because that's a test. You get down early. It's your first game on the sideline with a new team at a new school. The expectation is that you're going to try and change some things and turn this program around. Not the picture book start that you wanted, but clearly making the right decisions from there on out. Found a way. Bulldogs hold on to the lead as we head into the second half.
We had a little bit of everything, right? We had an interception return for a touchdown. We had a punt block. We've had mistakes on kickoffs. We've had fumbles recovered. this is a lot different than last year when Adrian went to Elmhurst, Illinois, and lost 14-3. 17 total points. Different story here today. So we're going to take a break. Hope you've been enjoying this broadcast. A lot more to come. It's halftime at Docking Stadium. It's Adrian College 27, Elmhurst 20. This is Bulldog football on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Get ready for a delightful
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Today's students on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity, a time that you will always look back on as special years, never experienced before you arrive today and never replicated after you graduate.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You have earned the right to be here through endless nights of studying, testing, writing, and dedication to learning. The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences, and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Now, as you face the world outside this academic haven, the concept of courage must not be left behind in your textbooks. It should be as alive in you today as your ambition to change the world for the better.
We were all born to be a Bulldog. Life drew us to this school, these people, and this tiny town. You were meant to be here to make a difference and to grow within yourself for the better. But what does it mean to truly be a Bulldog? Well, to scratch the surface, the students of Adrian College are anything but ordinary. The pride, grit, perseverance, and passion is absolutely unmatched. Good luck and congratulations, class of 2024. And know that today is yet another Bulldog victory.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today. Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. Years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like shrinking.
That game. Hope dominating Loris 42-0. They're in the third quarter, 8:25 to go there. Kalamazoo is at halftime. That is 20-7. Kalamazoo is leading Austin there at the half. Calvin is also blanking Oberlin at halftime. 26-0 is the score there. Rochester is at the University of Olivet. They're in the fourth quarter. 3:04 to go in the game. It is right now Rochester leading Olivet 28-14, and then trailing in the third quarter to Christopher Newport. That score there is 28-6.
Awesome. Well, Laura, thank you so much.
You are welcome.
For your halftime show. We're going to join up with the rest of our friends on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Adrian College has once again been recognized.
Back here at Docking Family Stadium, Ian Wendt, Alex Herman, and the rest of our crew. And at the halftime break, 27-20. Adrian over Elmhurst University. Elmhurst jumped out to a 20-0 lead. And that was all the scoring they would do in the first half as Adrian stormed back and scored the next 27 points. Let's get to our scoring recap. Here's scoring plays this afternoon. There were plenty. Elmhurst began the football game intercepting Bulldog starting quarterback Noah Heide. Connor DeVries brought it back for a touchdown from the Bulldog 34. The extra point was good. Jack Boyke attempted a 25-yard field goal. It was blocked at the 5:50 mark of the first quarter. It was returned for a touchdown. Elmhurst leading 14-0 after the extra point was good. Elmhurst would score their next touchdown after a Bulldog misplay on a kickoff return. It was a 30-yard pass from John Odom to R.J. Anderson for 30 yards and the score. The extra point was no good, and the Bulldogs trailed it 20-0. 3:26 in the first quarter. It was Shondell Hardnett scoring the first Bulldog points of the season. A 1-yard touchdown run. The extra point was good by Boyke, made it 20-7. 1 minute left in the first quarter. Jake Talbert with a 13-yard touchdown run to make it 20-13. The extra point by Jack Boyke made it a 6-point game. The Bulldogs then would see another touchdown pass from Jack Talbert to Cade Fox for 26 yards and the score. The extra point was no good by Boyke, made it 20-20. Then it was Ethan Amberger with a 9-yard rush. The extra point was good by Boyke, and that's where we stand after 2 quarters of play. 27-20 our scores. The Bulldogs have the 7-point lead, and they are set to get the football to begin the third quarter. So we talk about momentum, Herm. The Bulldogs have it. Do you have some individual statistics that we can talk about for this football game in the first half?
Absolutely. And it's so interesting once you read off these stats to remember how the game started. The Bulldogs were down by a lot, and then they figured it out. Right now, Bulldogs leading rushing attempts 23-12. They are 157 rushing yards to Elmhurst's 6. Absolutely incredible. Leading rushing yards right now is the quarterback, number 9, Jake Kelbert. He's at 74. Shondell Hardnett is right under him at 71. Ethan Aberger at 12. You look at the other side, Trayvon Porter for Elmhurst at 11, Darius Lane at 7, and Jalen White at 1. So really a tale of two cities, completely opposite statistics. This has been an absolutely interesting game for sure. You talk about the 3 scores early for Elmhurst, capitalized on maybe some mistakes and got some good luck on a couple of those plays, but the Bulldogs have rallied since then. They've dominated. They're showing that they can stay in this game and say, so what? We have 99 freshmen. So what? 80% of our team is underclassmen. We're here. We've got a new look, fresh faces. Let's do this.
Can the young team sustain it for a full 4 quarters? That was this team's bugaboo last season in their 1-9 campaign, trying to get the season off on the right foot with a 1-0 beginning. The Bulldogs will receive this second half kickoff, and it'll be Marco Davila, the freshman from Key West, Florida. Ball on the tee. The righty strides up and boots it away. It's a high kick, driving the Bulldog returner deep. There will be no return, and it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Bulldogs take over first down and 10 from the 25.
So back onto the field. Noah Heide started the game at quarterback. He went 2 for 5 with the interception. Only 1 yard to his statistics. Then Kelbert came in, 7 of 13, 112 yards and a touchdown through the air. He's also ran the ball 7 times, 74 yards. He leads the team in rushing net yards with 74. He does have a touchdown on the ground, as we mentioned. So Bulldogs' first snap of the third quarter will come from their own 25-yard line. Kelbert in the shotgun. Hard net through the middle, good for a couple. The Blue Jays linebackers came up and made a tackle. 53 and 54 in on the fun. That was Christian Malvez and Jace Zafiro, freshman and a sophomore. They come out with 4 defensive linemen. Bulldogs with 2 receivers right and 2 left. Running back in the backfield with Kelbert. Second down and 7 at the 28. Kelbert straight back to pass, looks left all the way, throws high, tipped and nearly intercepted. Going for Chris Crumsey, defensive back Jeffrey Leiliter made the play on the far side. He's made a couple of those plays in this game.
One of the stronger looking Elmhurst players here today, as you mentioned, Ian.
First third down of this third quarter. Bulldogs on third down today. 3 of 8. Calvert alone in the shotgun. Throws left side, caught. Wallace makes one miss, makes another miss, takes a big hit and laid out. Wow, big time collision in the Elmhurst secondary. Short of the line to gain by 2 or 3 yards. What a bone-crushing hit from the Elmhurst secondary.
You see how far back he got bumped off of that hit? I thought they were just going to come together and have a little car crash collision, but man, he got thrown back.
Put him on skates, as they say.
Sure did.
I'm back.
You know all about that, don't you?
Absolutely, except nobody comes after me in the blue paint.
If they do, they're going to pay for it.
They sure are.
Sammy LaFata with a punt attempt for the Bulldogs, a 4th and 3. The lefty, his second boot of the afternoon, gets caught up in the Adrian wind, and it's going to be fair caught with some interference at the 39-yard line. And that's a mistake on special teams. It's going to tack on some yardage for the Elmhurst opening possession of the third quarter. Looked like the Bulldogs' Ethan Aberger, number 3. Kick-catch interference. Microphone not working from the head referee.
Indication of kick-catch interference against the Bulldogs.
So that moves it from, they mark it at the 40 right now. They'll add the necessary yardage. That's a 15-yard penalty. So it moves it all the way to the Bulldog 45-yard line. Well, a great start to the second half for Elmhurst, a 3-and-out defensively. Now Odom and company looking to tie this ball game. And the junior from the pistol formation. Tight end in motion, 1st and 10. Turns, gives, trying to navigate through the Bulldog front. There's just nothing there.
Somebody lost a cleat on that play.
Darius Lane, the grad student, with the carry. And someone will have to carry their shoe back to the huddle. It's the Bulldog linebacker, number 9, Morgan. Got to double knot those things, son.
Loop-de-loop and pull.
2nd down and 10. 3 receivers in the formation. 2 right, 1 left. Tight end on the line to the right side. He motions over to the left. Odom takes the snap, fakes the run, feels the pressure from Broom. Randall forces him to the left side, throw to the sideline. It's out of play and incomplete. Randall Broom with some moves in the backfield. Great to see, Broom, the captain, out there on the defensive line.
Broom trying to sweep that ball away and did a great job at forcing the throw off to the left side.
Was it sweep the leg? He had to sweep the leg. It's a 3rd down and 10 for the Blue Jays. Their opening possession of this third quarter. Clock has stopped, 12:42. Bulldogs by 7. Rally towels are out. Looks like a Pittsburgh Penguins game. Odom in the shotgun. They need the Bulldog 35. Adrian shows 3 rushing. Here they come. Odom steps up into the pocket to the left, looking middle of the field. Throws it late. Tipped. What a play. Oh, Wadis Ashman almost picked that ball off. But a nice job to get his hands on it because there was a receiver there. And the veteran, Wadis Ashman, makes the play on 3rd and 10.
You know, Elmhurst hasn't been doing the best job at figuring out how to help their quarterback in sticky situations. Once the Bulldogs break the offensive line, it's full steam ahead towards the quarterback. He's got nowhere to go, and that's why you saw that forced pass.
Wade is probably kicking himself, thought he could have had that. And speaking of kicking, this one's off the side of the punter's foot. Going to get a good roll inside the Bulldog 30 right to the 25-yard line.
Another flop shot again. Guys just love golf these days, huh?
Yeah. It's still summer, right?
It is.
Might be a little chilly if you wanted to golf today. But the sun is out. Just a perfect weather day for football. Had some rain Friday. Just a nice afternoon in southern Michigan. So we've traded punts, Bulldogs and the Blue Jays. Adrian with the second drive of the third quarter. Calbert rolling right, looking that way, throws, caught by the freshman wide receiver up to the 40. 1st and 10. Cade Fox, another catch to go along with his touchdown this afternoon. Cade Fox making an impact from the Bulldog wide receiver room. Mark him at the 40. Calbert continues to impress the Bulldog quarterback. Claps his hands. Bulldogs pull the guard and the tight end. Look at this hole for the Bulldog running back, and he's going to get about 5 yards on the rush. Hardnett with the carry. I should note, Herm, the listed starting running back is Sal Paterno. He's a grad student. Where's number 5? He has not played in this ball game. He's down there with no pads on, so an apparent injury to the Bulldog starting running back. Also, Riker Bidwell, number 3, listed as the starting linebacker. He is out, Coach Palka telling us, for an extended period of time. Calbert fakes a run, throws to the flat. Crumsey's got it. Look at him go. Crumsey to the 50, evading Blue Jays down to the 43-yard line. Nice catch and run by Chris Crumsey. Like to get him involved. I don't know his 40 time, but I think there's like a 4.6, 4.5 in there. I'll have to ask him. He's fast.
Could be. He's got some quick steps coming off the line.
1st and 10 for Adrian. A snap in the Blue Jays side of the 50. It's going to be a run. Hardnett slips through a tackle down low, lowers his helmet down to the 41-yard line of Elmhurst. Blue Jays doing a better job at containing that middle run, one that benefited Adrian greatly in the first half, running between the right guard, left guard, and the center. That run was getting 6 or 7 yards in the first half, 3 yards there. 2nd down and medium, 10:15 to play in our third quarter. Adrian by a score, 27-20. Calbert changes the protection at the line of scrimmage, claps his hands, takes the the shotgun snap. Calbert winds, fires, he's got 2 down there, and it's intercepted in the end zone. A bit of an underthrow, and it's a Bulldog turnover. There were 4 players in that vicinity of the football, and a Blue Jays takeaway. And it's number 11 with the interception. He's been all over the place, Jeffrey Lilater. And that's something, Herm, that Adrian's going to look back on film, because you shouldn't have 2 receivers that close to each other. That was the case. Probably not the best throw by Calbert. Threw it into some coverage, so Elmhurst with the interception, and they have the ball at their own 20.
Yeah, I really just thought that play call was a little over-ambitious. Why not get a little bit of a shorter pass, maybe free yourself up if you get tackled? Maybe it's somewhere around the 10 or 15-yard line. Don't really know why you need to completely go for the end zone there, but we'll see if they can get a big stop on defense.
Blue Jays with a 1st and 10. Bulldogs rushing 4. Odom throws it high and incomplete. Well, we had some fireworks in the first quarter. It's been all defense here in the third quarter. That passes over the head of his intended receiver. Bulldogs making substitutions along the line of scrimmage. Darrell Washington, number 1. He's on the left side of the defense. Dante Banton on the right side. They've been a factor. 2nd and 10 for the Blue Jays. Odom takes the snap. It's a handoff, trying to run through the middle. They get about 4 on the rush.
Number 24, Jalen White on the carry.
Jalen White gets that rush. The junior tailback. Brings up a 3rd down and 5. More substitutions. Offenses have had trouble in the third quarter. Blue Jays looking to convert. They are 1 of 7 on 3rd down this afternoon. Under 10 to go in this third quarter. Bulldogs 27, Blue Jays 20. Adrian shows pressure. Now they back off. They rush 4. Odom going deep. 1-on-1. It's in the air. It's intercepted. No, it's out of bounds. Oh, Wadis Ashman came down with the football. Didn't get a foot in bounds, but what an athletic play by number 8, Wadis Ashman. Thought he had a man back there, and 8 closed the gap in a hurry. He's made a couple plays in that backfield defensively in the third quarter. That dude is a football player.
You know what? I'm not going to lie to you. Watching this replay right here, this was really close. You can see there's a foot down right about there as he caught it. I don't know if he got 2, but, man, that was inches away from being one heck of a catch.
Here's the best punt of the day for the Blue Jays. That's going to pin the Bulldogs inside the 20-yard line. What a boot. 38 got his leg into it. Or 39, excuse me. Different punter. I think that was Mason Leach. So trading punts, and we're already at 8:47 left in the third. So Herm defense is making adjustments from a 47 combined point first half.
You can tell that going into the locker room, both sides had some ideas at what they could do to adjust their game. And it's definitely showing here. A little bit tighter in this third quarter. Nobody on the board yet.
Just about halfway through the third stanza. Elmhurst now 1 for 8 on third down. Adrian 3 for 9. Calvert gives on a jet sweep motion. Ahead for a couple yards is the Bulldog wide receiver Ethan Aberger. Scored on a similar play to the opposite side of the field in the first half. He's going to sub out of this ball game. 8.5 to go in the third. Ian Wendt, Alex Herman with you on the Adrian College Sports Network. Jacob Calvert talking to his offensive lineman. 2 running backs in the backfield. It's going to be a fake run to the right, throw to the left, catch made, first down yardage. Jalen Wallace with a catch. 6 foot, 200-pound junior out there at wide receiver. Makes the grab, and it should be enough for an Adrian first down. It is.
Move those chains for a Bulldog first down.
Bulldog defense has been the story. They've only allowed that one long touchdown. Here's a run for the offense. Look at that push rugby style on the far sideline. That's 24 getting some work in for the Bulldogs in the backfield. Tyson Hill. Local product, Tyson Hill. Coach Joe Palka, 10 seasons at Saline High School, just outside Lenawee County. Calvert takes the snap, rolls right, throws across his body. Oh, what a catch! Wow, Chris Crumsey, what a grab as the defensive back flew in from the secondary, nearly intercepted it, but Crumsey with the focus and concentration to reel it in. Nice play by Chris Crumsey, the sophomore speedster. Late substitution by Adrian. Now they are ready to go. 2 in the backfield for Jacob Calvert. Calvert gives. Blue Jays stack him up. Shandell Hardnett with the rush. Second down and long. Give Hardnett 2 yards. 6:19 to play in our quick-moving third quarter.
2 yards on that run.
Ian Wendt, Alex Herman on the Adrian College Sports Network. Clock rolling down now at the 6-minute mark. Right at the Bulldog 42. Calvert takes the snap, looks right, throws short. Off the hands of his intended receiver, Braden Whitaker, a freshman wideout. Couldn't make the grab. His first target of the afternoon. Now it's a 3rd and long.
Just barely popped out of his hands there. wide open on that sideline, just couldn't hold on to it.
That's one of those, if you're the quarterback, you say, it hit your hands, you should catch it. And if you're the receiver, you say, I was open, throw it at my chest. And then they point fingers at each other. Here's a blitz by the Blue Jays. Colbert gets rid of it. Crumsey makes the grab and gets tackled right away. Short of the line to gain. It's going to be a 4th and about 3.5 yards. Bulldogs by 7. The punt unit has not entered the field of play. So they're going for it. Up 7, 5.5 to go in the third. They're calling it a 4th and 4. Calbert in the shotgun. 2 receivers, and there was movement. Did they get the Blue Jays again, or is this going to be on the Bulldogs?
I think it was pretty close,
the
to be honest.
The reaction by the Bulldog line is it was on Adrian, and that's the call. I mean, the defensive lineman did move.
I saw him move as soon as the clap was made, to be honest with you.
Discussion with the back judge and the referee. It's about a game clock situation. I mean, you can move on the defensive line, but if you make a move that entices the offensive line to move, then that's on the defense. That's offside. But you can move around. Like, you can slide to the left and do the slide to the right and complete the dance move if you want. You can do that all you want, but they've yet to mark this football off, and the offense has yet to leave the field, and now they will. Some boos from the Bulldog faithful. Thought they gained a first down on a penalty, but instead we will see Sammy Lafada, once again the Bulldog punter. Lafada this afternoon, 2 punts, averaging 39. His average was 49. This is into a decent breeze. Low snap picked up by Lafada. Good boot by Sammy. It's going to be fair caught on a dive at the 29-yard line. Elmhurst football after the punt was caught by Chase Mendoza. Back and forth we go in the third quarter. 1st and 10, Blue Jays at the 29-yard line. Ian Wendt, Alex Herman with you on the Adrian College Sports Network. At this point in the first quarter, I believe it was 20-0. We had 3 scores, and it was looking doom and gloom for the Bulldogs. But 10 minutes into this quarter, it's been a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, I think at this point in the game, if you're either coach, you're just trying to wait the other team out. You can't get too over-aggressive, but you can't undersell it at the same time. Strong defense is going to be the name of the game from here on out. Can't make any more mistakes.
John Odom takes that snap, rolls right away. It's going to be tipped and incomplete. Looking for Gabe Holtke, the senior wide receiver. And the Bulldogs, Maddox Woods, number 4, out there in coverage. 2nd down and long for Elmhurst University. The Blue Jays come to town from the greater Chicago area. 2nd down and 10 to go. Odom is 7 of 17 today, 84 yards and a touchdown. The sun peering through our late afternoon clouds here in Adrian. 2nd and 10 for Odom from the pistol formation. 2 receivers right, 1 left. It's going to be a run fake. Feeling some pressure. There's a flag on the play. Odom's going to scramble out of bounds. There was a clear and obvious hold on the play. It was Dante Banton, the defensive lineman, got that hold call as he was trying to bring down Odom. Now the question is, do you want to accept the penalty and make it 2nd and 20-something, or it's a 3rd down and long if you decline it? We get the decision from Coach Palka. They will accept the penalty. You get the choice, the results of the play, or get the 10 yards from the spot and replay the down. So Adrian elects for a 2nd down and long. They show 3 down linemen for a 2nd down and 20 for the Blue Jays. Inside their own 20. In fact, the 19. They'll snap it from the left hash. Bulldogs by a touchdown, 27-20, under 5 to go in the 3rd quarter. Odom stands in the shotgun where he's been all afternoon. Running back to his right, sends 3 out into the pattern. Odom now with time, throws short, dropped at the 25. Felt the footsteps, did the Elmhurst receiver, number 12, Demetrius Kelly. I don't blame him if big number 2, Trey Brueggemann, is coming in after you.
Absolutely, and that might be a lucky break for the Bulldogs if they drop that pass, because it was on a seam. It was heading right towards the receiver in the right spot.
So a 3rd down and 20. They need their own 39 for a 1st down. They need 7 to tie the game. Bulldogs have scored the most, 27 consecutive points. Technically, they've scored the most so far. It's going to be a run play on a 3rd and forever. It's going to grab a couple yards and a nice tackle for Randall Broom as we hear some Broom from the Bulldog sideline. Nice play on 3rd down. The Blue Jays will punt. They give him 2 yards on the carry. The Adrian defense, you see the 20 up on the board and you think that was all in the defense. No. You have an interception return for a touchdown and a field goal block for a touchdown. They've only allowed 6 points. There's a snap about helmet high, nearly blocked, but nice punt. It's going to be fielded at the 44 by the Blue Jays special teams unit. We play the field position game here at Docking Stadium. Ian Wentz, Alex Herman. I mean, I'm going to give credit to the Blue Jays defense. In the second half, plays where Adrian was running up the middle, getting 6 or 7 yards. We haven't seen that in this 3rd quarter as of yet. Adrian's still going to that play. It just hasn't quite been there. So then what do you do to counter that if you're the Bulldogs? I think we're going to see it on this drive.
I think these next couple of snaps are going to be the biggest part of the game.
Here's Calvert. Throws it to the outside. Oh, there's a nice block. Catch and run. Good for 12, 13 yards. Good call, Herm. That's number 1 with a catch. That's Jalen Wallace, the junior. You should have just said that from the beginning.
Should have. But this is a real test for Joe Palka's Bulldogs. Early in the season, figuring out how bad you want it.
I think he's got one-on-one with Hunter Bonds at the bottom of your screen if you're watching. Instead, it's a run play for Hardnett. Bounces from the middle to the left side. Good for about 4. Following that left side of the line. Good for about 4. Hunter Bonza last year, and you can go back and watch the replays, made some circus catches early on in the football season here at Docking Stadium. Yet to get involved really in the offense. He's out there, part of a 3-receiver formation to the right. Nobody out wide to the left. Calvert rolling to the right. Throws short. What a diving grab. Chris Crumsey. Where'd this come from, young man? Another grab. Good for about 4 yards. 3rd and short.
Could you imagine if he had an extra 2 steps on him and could catch that on his feet instead of diving? How many extra yards he could have got? He's a quick guy.
3rd down and 3. This is go for it territory, I believe, if you're the Bulldog coaching staff. Calvert is alone in the shotgun. He is a threat to run, so the Blue Jays have 4 defensive linemen. Here's Calvert. He's going to run. Needs the 32. He's got that and more slides and took a hit at the 27. Looking for a flag. There it is.
Wow.
The line judge was waiting for someone else to throw it, but it was his call to make, so he threw it. That should add 15 onto that play, or half the distance to the goal. Quick point, we talked about the quarterback battle, right? There's 18 quarterbacks coming into camp in the spring. We've whittled it down to, they have a depth chart figured out. But the game began with Noah Heide at quarterback, right? Now we've seen Jacob Calvert the rest of the way. This might be the most obvious thing I say today. Heide was right-handed. Calvert's left-handed. What kind of offense can you install with like you have a roll to the right designed. That's a little easier for a righty, and you practice that so much. Now it's Calvert out there rolling to the right. He'd much rather run to the left, I'm sure.
Absolutely. And
boy, long discussion here on the flag.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to be talking about at this point, but going back to your point, you're the other team trying to figure out unnecessary roughness.
Targeting is the call, so they're going to throw him out.
Wow.
So they confer. That's a first down ejection for the targeting call. And that will be number 2 for Elmhurst out of this ball game, Chris Reeves.
Wow.
So a targeting call. The penalty happened at the 28, so it should be half the distance to the goal. Forward. They're going to march this off here in a moment after discussions with the Elmhurst coach, Mike Murray, who is looking for answers. He's probably saying, well, you didn't really throw the flag when it happened. You waited, then had a discussion. Unlike upper divisions of football, they don't have the benefit of replay for the officials. Any official replay, of course, if you're watching this game on ACTV, you could see it. But they call targeting. Chris Reeves is out of the ball game with 2:19 to go in the third.
This is going to be interesting to see how the next couple of plays carry out, because you pay attention to some of the guys on the front line. There have been some interesting one-on-one discussions going on between Bulldogs and Elmhurst.
Bulldogs in the red zone now. They mark the ball at the 12-yard line of Elmhurst University. 2:19 to go in the third, 27-20, Adrian out in front. Jacob Calvert is the Bulldog quarterback, number 9. He's joined in the backfield by the lead running back, Chandel Hardnett. Waiting for the officials to break the impromptu huddle with the Elmhurst coach. And now we're ready to resume, I believe. The referee's in his position. Everyone else can follow suit, and here we go. There are 3 receivers out to the left, 1 near side to the right. That is Jalen Wallace down to the right side. Calvert claps his hands, looks right all the way, throws to the back corner. It's too far and incomplete.
Too much heat on that pass. Right idea, right spot. Just a little bit too much. Like the ambition from the quarterback, though.
And if you're going to miss that, you miss it long, right? You throw to the back pylon, where if your guy doesn't catch it, nobody catches it. You don't want to underthrow that pass. 3 receivers out wide to the left side. Tight end tight to the line on the right. They send a man in motion. It's a counter run through the middle. Ooh, a tripped up tackle. Good work in the middle by the Blue Jays. Hardnett got the rush for Adrian College. I think it was 54, the linebacker. Jace Zafiro, the sophomore, made the tackle. Give him a yard. 3rd and 9. 2 receivers tight to the line on either side. Calvert looking. He's going to take off. Calvert looking for a block. He's got it. He's free. Touchdown, AC! Jacob Calvert. 2 rushing touchdowns on the game. And the largest lead of the afternoon comes with 1:25 left in the third. Calvert right up the middle.
Man, oh man, Calvert. Full display of skills. Goes one way, goes another one. Handbrake. Where are you going?
Nice block by the Bulldog tight end out there, 87, Ryan Brumley. The last block he needed. That was a pass play, folks. But he saw some space and made the Blue Jays pay. Boyke on for the extra point. Lopez puts the ball down, laces out, ball is up. The kick is good into the Bulldog marching band. So Adrian expands their lead. It's now 34-20 over Elmhurst University. 1:25 to go in the third. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll be right back with more Bulldog football on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Adrian.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
To Cement City.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes.
Welcome back on the Adrian College Sports Network. That's how happy we are, folks. Cheer and dance team pumping it up along with this Bulldog football team. 34 unanswered Adrian College points. The most recent, a scamper and score by the Bulldog quarterback Jacob Calvert. Extra point good. It's now 34-20. Adrian over Elmhurst. 1:25 left in our third quarter. Boyke puts it high. It's a short kick. Grabbed at the 20-yard line. Looking for room to the edge. There's about 4 yards worth, and that is it. Tackled, driven back.
Oh, man.
Big-time hits on the far sideline. Jacob Cockrell with the return.
Dog pile on the 20. Fans are feeling it now here at the Docking Family Stadium.
I mean, if you put the students who are standing in either end zone or sitting on the hill and put them in the stands, it's a sellout.
Full capacity. And it's pretty close. I mean, you look farther down towards your left. There's not an open seat, maybe a couple in front of us here, but even towards the right, it's pretty packed here.
3 receivers left, 1 right for Odom and the Elmhurst offense. 1st and 10 at their 22. They run through the middle. They meet a couple of Bulldogs. Linebacker comes up to complete the tackle. That's another one for Ryan Morgan. And again, there's 20 on the board for Elmhurst, but the defense has only allowed 6 points. It was that one play 30-yard touchdown pass after an Adrian muffed kickoff. So they've done a superb job against this Blue Jays offense.
No gain, 2nd and 10.
They don't give him anything on the carry. 2nd down and 10 to go. Pistol formation. Now they send the running back to the left side of the quarterback. Odom takes the snap, looks right, throws that way, caught quickly and tackled right away. About 5 yards on the catch.
That's complete to 13, Zach Henderson.
That was Zach Henderson with the grab, the junior. Good for 5. It's a 3rd and 5. Elmhurst let this game get away, to say the least. They were up 20-0 early in the first half. They've allowed 34 consecutive. Their offense has been pretty stagnant. This is almost a gotta have it here, 3rd and 5. And we're gonna start the 4th quarter with the 3rd and 5. Clock has expired. We go to the 4th. Can the Bulldogs shut the door and start the season off 1-0? 15 minutes of game time will let us know. We'll be back in 30 seconds for the conclusion of this one. This is Adrian College Bulldog football on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Adrian College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
Dynamic difference.
We welcome you back on the Adrian College Sports Network. The afternoon started all doom and gloom, but now we're up and happy as Adrian College has stormed back from a 20-0 deficit in the first half to take a lead 34-20. Ian Wentz, Alex Herman on the Adrian College Sports Network. As we listen to the sounds of the Bulldog Marching Band. Great 4 years in the Bulldog Marching Band for yours truly. Wrecking havoc on Saturday afternoons.
Oh, I would have loved to see that.
It was a great time.
I'm sure there's some pictures floating around somewhere.
Maybe. I was a menace down there. 3rd and 5 for the Blue Jays. Odom throws, sideline incomplete. Would have been a first down. The Bulldogs brought some pressure late, influenced the pass, and a 4th and 5. The Blue Jays will punt it away once more. This will be a throwback stat for you, Herman. My freshman year, 120 members in the band.
Wow.
120. We were battling the football team for who had the most players.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Good band helps out. Oh, not a good kick, though.
Oh, another off the side of the foot. It's been a tough going for the punters. I think that was 38, Jacob Zaleska. Or Zaleska, excuse me. I want to give some credit to this Adrian defense. Let's go through some of the stat leaders. Total tackles this afternoon, it is Bruggeman with 4, or rather 5. Morgan has 4. 3 tackles apiece for Banton, White, and Broom on the day. Now it's the Adrian offense to keep things rolling. Calbert, 15 of 25, an interception, a touchdown, 182 yards. He's looking to add to that here, swings it out in the flat to Chris Crumsey, who spins and dropped the football. It's loose on the Blue Jays sideline, and it will be Elmhurst University football. Crumsey trying to grab a yard or two, spun around, and the ball got punched out. So the Blue Jays forced turnovers 2 of the last 3 possessions.
I thought they were going to get down with the ball, but somehow it popped out. So the defense is going to have to come up big again.
Wadeus Ashman, number 8 in the secondary, has knocked away a couple of passes, some big hits. He's kind of shifted around in his career. He's played linebacker, he's played safety. A physical football player, number 8. There's a new quarterback in the game for Elmhurst. As that new quarterback hands off, we'll tell you who it is in a second. Trying to bounce it outside, gets a couple yards, and a flag flies in late on the play. Tavon Porter with the carry. Number 8, Jack Leons, is in the ball game for Elmhurst. We'll check the flag. It's in the Bulldogs secondary. Knowing the broadcaster's jinx, it'll be on Ashman. You compliment the player and gets called for something, but the Blue Jays are backing up, so it's a good sign. It's holding. Calling on number 20, that's a wide receiver, Chase Mendoza. Back him up 10. We'll replay first down. So, Herm, again, you wonder if there's a quarterback injury or they wanted a change of pace with Jack Leons in the game, the junior quarterback. And he's not even listed on the 2 deep. So, safe to say he would be on the 3 deep if we had one of those.
Might be the right thing for Elmhurst to get somebody new in at quarterback. We'll see how he does here.
Still opening minute of the 4th quarter. 34-20, Adrian out in front. Here's some space up the middle, good for 3 or 4 for the Elmhurst running back. Dante Banton credit with at least half a tackle. Number 0's had a nice afternoon for the Bulldogs. He substitutes out. It's already a 3rd down. New quarterback in there, Leons, will survey the field. He's in the shotgun, running back off to his right. They keep someone in to protect, but he's going to feel pressure early. Leons rolling left, throws deep. Bulldogs trying to turn around and cover, and the pass is just incomplete. That was a scary moment because the wide receiver, number 1, Jacob Cockrell, did turn around and come back for that football, and the Adrian defender fortunately did that in just the right amount of time. So we're looking at a 4th down, 13 yards, and now here comes the punt unit. So the turnover doesn't result in any points for the Blue Jays. The Adrian defense does it again. I mean, good luck picking player of the game because we've had our fair share on both sides of the football.
Despite the Bulldogs figuring out a way to score the last number of touchdowns of the game, can you even argue that the defense might be playing better?
Oh, I'd definitely make that argument. From kickoff, yes, the defense for sure. The offense did pick it up middle stages, and they put some points on the board, but they've also made some mistakes. So they had the incorrect down on the play. So what happened there was the first play was the rush play, but they got a holding call on the play, backed them up. They did not replay first down. So that last stop for the Bulldogs was second down and long, and now they're at a third and long situation. I mean, if you're the Blue Jays coaches, you have to catch that. Earlier, before the prior, what was on the field of third down, but should have been second down. I mean, I'd be out there complaining, but nobody caught it until now. Third and forever, Leons throws over the middle, flag on the play, pass.
2 flags.
Incomplete, and there's another flag. Looking like the marching band, all the flags out there on the field. This might be holding on both teams, unless the two refs saw the same thing. Back judge threw a flag. The ref did. So we got pass interference and a hold. We're going to replay third down. So for the second time officially, for the third time unofficially, it's third down and long.
3 on 3.
Yes. So it's third down once more. 34-20, Adrian with 13-18 to go in this fourth quarter. Opening weekend of Division III college football. Leon's the quarterback. Jack takes the snap, knee high, looks middle all the way. Evades the pressure, flips it out to his running back. He gets near the 50, but that's not enough. Tackled right away. One of the Bulldogs there, number 4, Maddox Woods, a sophomore. So the Bulldogs stop him on a third down, but down by 2 scores. 13 minutes left. Elmhurst looking like they'll go for it. Elmhurst waiting for the play call to come in. 12 on the play clock. Bulldogs are 1 for 1 on fourth down. This is Elmhurst's first attempt this afternoon. Jack Leon's the quarterback in the shotgun. They need the Bulldog 46. Leons looks, feels the heat, rolls to the right. He will not escape. He'll be sacked in the backfield. The Bulldogs get to him in a hurry. That's a sack for Darrell Washington. Couldn't even get the pass away.
Lock down tight here at the Docking Family Stadium. What a play. Great way to change from defense to offense. Let's see what the boys in the gray, yellow, and black can do here.
You want to run that football, right? Chew up some play clock, some game clock. Hopefully come away with some points. 34-20 Adrian, the fourth down stop on defense. So they have it at the Elmhurst 44-yard line. Calvert pitches out. Hard net, some room left side, and scampers out of bounds. Little short toss play to the left side.
I'm very impressed with the way that Hardnet's able to get through a lot of his rushes. He just finds a lane, looks for a seam, anything. Super confident, just takes it.
That might be a counter type play to the run up the middle, right? Quick pitch it to the outside. Calvert will take, it's going to be a counter run to the right. Good blocking up front. First down AC, down inside the 30-yard line. This line of scrimmage has been owned by the gentleman with Adrian across the front of their jersey here this afternoon. Something to note in the game for Adrian on the right side of the line is 67. Matthew Hall, a sophomore. He's in there due to that injury earlier. Here's Hardnett. Hardnett, look at this, near sideline, thrown out of bounds inside the red zone. That's Hardnett, as his name would indicate, running hard in this football game.
Yeah, and yet again, another great example of how he's able to find space. It doesn't look like there's a lot to work with out there, but he's got eyes, and clearly the vision's working for him.
Approaching 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs by 14 and looking for more. Calvert will take the shotgun snap. Hardnett slips through a couple of would-be tacklers, down for a couple more yards. They're inside the 15-yard line with under 11 to go.
Rinse and repeat again for Hardnett, giving him the rock on the past couple of plays. Didn't get as far as maybe he wanted to on that last one. Still good nonetheless.
Look out for the Bulldog quarterback to run here. He has 2 rushing touchdowns from inside the 20. Calvert, he's going to keep. He's looking to run. Calvert threw a tackler to the 5, pushed into the end zone. Touchdown, Adrian College. Sometimes the broadcast gets it right. There's a flag late on the play, but right now Calvert has his 3rd rushing score of the day.
Wow.
Let's see if it stands.
If this stands, I mean, I'm at a loss for words. That was unbelievable.
It's unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. So the touchdown will stand. That's 4 touchdowns for Jacob Calvert today. 3 on the ground and 1 in the air.
Yeah, Calvert just absolutely shape-shifted through a sea of bodies and found a way. I mean, he got hit 3 or 4 times there, stayed on his feet, kept the balance. The train was rolling, and he found a way to the station.
10:24 left in the fourth quarter. It's now Adrian 40, Elmhurst 20. Boyke will line up for the extra point. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is end over end, and it's right through the uprights. That is 41 unanswered points, and the dogs are barking at Docking Stadium. We'll be right back with the Adrian College kickoff. This is Bulldog football on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Adrian College has once again found itself on the 2022 U.S. News & World Report Best College Rankings. This is the 8th straight year that Adrian has been named to the top regional colleges Midwest section. Adrian College was also named the most innovative school in the Regional Colleges Midwest category. In addition, Adrian received accolades in Best Value in undergraduate teaching within Regional Colleges Midwest. Adrian College was also named in the top first-year experiences by U.
And we're back at Docking Family Stadium. The song says it all. Pump it up. You've got to pump it up. 20-0 was the deficit, and now the lead is 41-20 as Jacob Calvert runs it in for the 3rd time today. And Adrian, off of the 4th down stop, rumbles down the field and finds themselves 7 more points.
Ian, just for the people listening, can you remind me what the lyric following Pump It Up, you know you have to pump it up is?
Is there one?
No.
Okay,
there is not.
There you go.
The correct answer is pump it up, you've got to pump it up, because that's the mood for the rest of this game.
10:24 to go. So the unsportsmanlike penalty backs this kickoff up to the Adrian 20. The benefit for Boyke is if he gets it up in the air, the wind is slightly behind him. Boyke with the run up and the kickoff. It's high in the air. Will be returnable from the 20-yard line to the 25 to the 30. Picks up speed out to the 40, cuts back and meets an Adrian defender, but a nice kickoff return for the Blue Jays. Number 1 back there returning that kick, the wide receiver Jacob Cockrell at about the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 Blue Jays. That's good news for this Adrian defense as they cannot wait to get back out on the field as they have had a very, very solid day.
Solid day indeed.
They have held Elmhurst to 1 of 11 on third down, 0 for 1 on fourth down. They've forced 9 punts, 1 fumble, 2 interceptions. They've allowed 2.67 yards per play, 98 passing yards, and just 14 on the ground. Elmhurst looking for something here. They'll up that number to 15 as it's Darius Lane with the rush. Good for 1 yard, maybe 1.5. We'll round it up to 2. Under 10 minutes to go now in this ball game. Give some credit to Giovanni Rowe on the tackle, along with Chris Jackson. Second down, they'll call it 8. Jack Leon's in the ball game at quarterback, replacing Odom. Bulldogs bring pressure, pass tipped in the air. It's caught. It's a defensive lineman interception, and he got lit up on the tackle. There's a flag in the backfield, but the tip and the pick. 95, some elevation for the freshman Pierre Dukes. He got absolutely leveled after the reception. We're going to check the flag, but Dukes found that ball in his Bulldog paws, and we're going to check the flag.
Oh, man, that was a hard hit. Just watching the replay.
Welcome to college football, 95.
Wow.
Oh, it's going to be a roughing the passer call on Adrian. So we're going to wipe out the pick. So it's going to take away the interception. So if they put the stat in for Pierre Dukes and you're his family or teammates or friend, screenshot it from the Adrian College website because they're going to erase it here in just a moment. That was an awesome play, but the roughing the passer moves the ball to the Adrian 39-yard line with 9:34 to go in the fourth. Tough break.
Very, very tough, but got to stay confident here. Stay ahead of the play. Never know what could happen. You could get it right back.
1st and 10, Elmhurst from the shotgun. Looking, throws middle, nearly intercepted. And maybe game 2 you'll get that one, Alex. That's a nice play by the linebacker. That was Ryan Morgan.
You know, I didn't tell you, but I actually called that play with our staff over to our right over here. I told them to do that.
You told him, hey, have 9 get his hands on that pass.
Just need to put some Gorilla Glue on those gloves. Almost had it.
A little dangerous throw by Leons. So 2nd and 10. It's been all Adrian, less the first 10 minutes. Leon's rolling to the right. He's got space and time, throws, caught, extending his arms to make the catch. Demetrius Kelly, the double numbers got me. The offensive number 12 with the catch. He's about 1.5 yards short of the first down. 3rd down and 2. Bulldogs by 3 touchdowns and 3 extra points. Blue Jays need about 1.5 yards. Some noise from the Bulldog faithful. It's going to be a turn and a give. There's nowhere to go. Black and gold everywhere. Tackled in the backfield for a loss. Darius Lane had nowhere to go. No surprise, Elmhurst is going for it.
This stage in the game, you really have to, right? Why not? See if you can get something going.
You need 3 touchdowns and 3 extra points to tie. 8:48 to go. 4th and 5 at the Bulldog 24. Leons takes the snap. Bulldogs rush for this pressure right away. Swings it out into the flat. Looking for the yardage. He won't get it. Lane with the catch. And that'll be another turnover.
That was pretty close to getting there.
That's a play call. Sorry, it's where you need 5 and you throw a pass behind the line of scrimmage. I mean, I get it. They felt pressure right away and you want to get the pass off, but I mean, that's a tip of the cap to the Bulldog defense, right? They know they have no time to do anything, see what they can do, and there was nothing there.
Turnover on downs once more for the Bulldogs. We'll see the offense head right back to work. pump it up, playing again.
Noah Heide back in the ball game at quarterback for Adrian College. He did start the game. Tyson Hill, freshman running back in there. Heide to throw. It's going to be caught. Nice evasion.
Wow.
And more space. Look at Jalen Wallace go into Elmhurst territory. How about that for a catch and run? There's a timeout for the officials for a defensive injury. Down on the near sideline. He's up and running back. It's his right arm or shoulder.
I think it's actually his finger. I think it's possible that somehow his finger might have gotten caught up in the football cage of the helmet and torqued the wrong way.
Mayon Lowry, the injured Blue Jays, under their tent. Boy, a catch and run of beauty from Jalen Wallace.
That was impressive.
He's lined up to the right side of the offense. Ethan Aberger in the slot to the right side. Alone at the bottom, the left side, is Hunter Bonza. Instead, it's a run for Hill. Hill navigating through some Blue Jays inside the 40, down to the 37-yard line.
When you go back one more play, has to feel good for Heide to get his first throw off as a completion with a little bit of a run, gives him some space to work the offense even further after, as we know, not the most ideal start to the day earlier around the 1 o'clock mark when the Bulldogs were down.
Hill going to get it again through the middle. There's some room. First down AC right through the tackle box to about the 28-yard line.
Oh, the 27 of Elmhurst.
7:15 to go. This game was in serious doubt about 1:30 Eastern time. Not anymore. 41-20 Adrian. Heide's pass is going to be caught by Wallace. Makes one miss and another down to the 10-yard line. Wallace, the theme of the drive as Heide completes another pass for a first down.
Shifty was Wallace on that play and 1-2 before that. Left and right, the quick steps. I mean, for Coach Palka, that's really all you can ask for from your receivers. Finding a way to create space and time. Had a lot of it here. Bulldogs now in scoring opportunity. We'll play this from the 25.
Late substitutions. Heide in the shotgun with Hill to his right. Bet they'd like to get Hill his first collegiate touchdown. It's a counter run to the right. Hill leans forward for a couple.
Tyson Hill, the ball carrier. 54, Jake Shapiro leads the tackle.
Second down upcoming. Give him 3 on the rush. They reorganize. It's a second down and goal.
Can hear the boos from the opposite side of the field. You know, I don't think it's going to do them much good here.
Approaching 5.5 to go in this one. Heide to throw, looking left side, caught, touchdown. Wallace got the feet down, secured the catch. Jalen Wallace. What a great way to end the drive the way they started. Wallace for 6.
Crowd silencer from Wallace. The lead extended, the dagger, if you call it, with 5:37 remaining on the game clock.
Jack Boyke on to attempt the point after. The operation is smooth. And the Bulldogs have 48 points up on the board here on the opening Saturday afternoon of college football. 5:37 to go. It's Adrian 48. Elmhurst University 20. We'll be back with the Bulldog kickoff on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
From Clayton to Cement City, this is Lenawee County's radio station, 103.9 WLEN, Adrian.
Back here on the Adrian College Sports Network again, Jack Boyke getting a workout today. The Bulldog kicker is back to send it off to the Elmhurst University Blue Jays. And folks, this is a different football team than last year's 14-3 loss to this same club. Boyke lets it fly. This will go into the end zone. It lands between the A and the N of Adrian, and it will be a Blue Jay football, 1st and 10 at their own 25.
What do we think the defense is going to do here in the late stages of the game, leading by a lot? Question for me is, how does that factor into the next couple of plays? How do you approach this? Other than the obvious being, let's get a stop and turn the ball over again.
I'd like that. We'll take that. Another turnover would be good. I mean, what hasn't this defense done today?
Really, they've been unbelievably locked down. Not a lot of space out there to work. Doing their part, helping their team out.
First down for Elmhurst. Leon's looking. Steps up into the pocket, throws medium, and it's incomplete. Couldn't connect with Gabe Holtke, the senior wide receiver. Elmhurst does a half huddle. Clock does stop with 5:30 to go in this one. Quarterback looks. Middle all the way off a hand, and it's incomplete. Ashman was a half step away from that one.
He was super close.
Third down and 10 from the 25.
Another third down for Elmhurst. That's been a problem this afternoon. It's a third and long. Leon's looking. Throws incomplete. They were looking for Gabe Holtke. No such luck. I think you're almost at you're going to punt this ball away.
I was just about to ask, you think they're going to go for it?
4-score game, 5 down, or 5 minutes to go. It's kind of a sportsmanship deal where, okay, Adrian, we're going to punt you this football. Maybe take the pedal off take your foot off the pedal a little bit on offense, run the ball. Just end this football game as it's 48-20 AC with 5:19 to go. Here's the punt. It's maybe partially blocked. It's going to bounce at the 40 of Elmhurst down at the 37. I think it was Adrian's 27. Either got a hand on it or almost got it. Chase Barbosa. And only he knows. He and the punter. Well, it wasn't very obvious.
A secret between two players. Confidential. I'd be really interested to see if the Bulldogs try and go for a long throw here, just to test out the offense. You're up by a lot.
I know.
Right?
I'm going no on that.
It's probably not, but in theory, right?
Yes.
You're up by a lot with 5 minutes left. You have a lot of season ahead of you. Why not see if you can work one of these long plays so that it's functionable?
Hill with the carry. Hill down the left sideline. Hill bumped into the end zone. No passing needed. Welcome to college football, Mr. Hill. A 37-yard scamper down the left sideline. That's got to feel extra special. Another freshman scoring in their first collegiate football game. And that is Tyson Hill. with some magic from the Bulldog backfield.
I stand corrected, Ian. I should have never said anything at all. Tyson Hill standing on a hill of his own. Bulldogs lead at 54-20.
5:02 to go. Boyke, he'll have to head into the ice bath at the end of this one. Boyke puts it through the uprights. 55-20. We're going to keep it right here. There's 5 minutes left in this one, and you know, for as happy as Bulldog fans and players and coaches have been, it has to be the opposite for the Elmhurst University Blue Jays. They were up 20-0 early in this football game, and it's been all Adrian since. The last Elmhurst score was in the first quarter, 5:39 left in the first quarter. They made it 20-0. Since then, all black and gold. Again, isn't football fun?
Sure is.
Adrian well on their way to win number 1 in the tenure of Coach Joe Palka. Boyke will kick this off. Ball on the right hash of the 35, the run up and the kick. It's a low line drive kick. Hits one of the up men, and the Blue Jays will fall on it shy of the 25-yard line. We're going to pause 10 seconds for our network stations to identify themselves. This is Bulldog football on the Adrian College Sports Network.
From
Ian Went, Alex Herman with you. Coach Joe Palka and this Bulldog squad 4:59 away from having a perfect batting average. 1 for 1 as they wrap things up here on a dominant win. It was never in doubt, right? No, it was seriously in doubt.
Penalty will move the ball to the 30-yard line. Elmhurst first down.
Didn't catch exactly what the penalty was, but it was kind of doom and gloom. Docking Stadium somewhat stunned in the first 10 minutes of game action. But Adrian has flipped the script on this game. Not to eavesdrop, but do you have some scores from around the conference?
I do. I was just curious to see how some of the other teams were looking.
We'll sprinkle that in as this run attempt by the Elmhurst backup quarterback nets him near first down yardage. Jack Leons with the carry.
So we have Calvin with Oberlin. Calvin took that game by a score of 50-6.
First program win for Calvin University.
The
New
University
football team
of Wisconsin Stevens Point lost to Albion 31-23, a close game for sure. Seems like that one must have been a fun one to watch. Hope College taking another massive W. They faced off with Loris College. They won by a score of 49-0.
Get to other scores in a second as this Blue Jay pass to the left side flat is going to be caught. Some room to run after the play, and a big-time hit on the far sideline by the Bulldog defensive back, Chase Barbosa. Chase Mendoza with the reception. Any other MIAA scores?
I believe that's going to be it for right now. Trying to find some other ones, but nothing's really popping up yet.
Any kickoffs tonight, or are they all listed for early afternoon?
Looks like they were all this afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah, so Kalamazoo played Austin. They also had a 1 p.m. start, but no stats are listed, so unfortunately I cannot give you that score.
Nice catch over the left side for Zach Henderson. Good enough for a Blue Jay first down. Many reserves in the ball game now, I'd say. Mainly on the Adrian side of things.
The other one that we have here is everybody at Adrian College's favorite, Trine University, one of their biggest rivals in many different sports. Lost massively to CNU by a score of 6-42.
Leons avoids one hit, skips through another tackler, and finally taken down inside the 25, and there's a Bulldog injured in the Elmhurst backfield. As the Adrian defensive lineman, 95, Pierre Dukes, is down at the 47.
Yep,
Hope he's okay.
Yep. Only other two scores that I have for you is Christopher Newport took the W against Trine University, 42-6. And the University of Wisconsin River Falls beat Alma by a score of 41-35.
I feel like that's somewhat of an upset. I know Alma was projected to win the Michigan Intercollegiate Athletic Association. They were the only school ranked in the MIAA coming into the season, and you hear the applause from the Adrian College fans and fans on the other sideline as well, as Dukes gets up and he'll be helped to the sideline. A long walk for Dukes.
But those are the scores from around the field at MIAA Conference today. College football is back.
We've avoided it. Do we have a final from Ann Arbor?
I can check that for you. The last time that I checked, University of Michigan was in very rough shape.
I know they started earlier than us.
They did. The final from the Big House. Not showing up. There it is, the final. Texas takes the W, 31-12. The number 3 Texas beating the reigning national championships, University of Michigan.
Here's a 1st and 10 for Elmhurst. What an avoidance by Leons, but not for long, as the Bulldogs pack on their stats here this afternoon. Another sack for the Adrian defense and another injury. Gosh, this athletic training staff has been put to work today, and a lot of lower body injuries. And it's one of the negatives, that's really taken place today, is the number of Bulldog injuries. Do you have a number, Herm? Not yet. It's 90-something. All right, he's up. It's number 90, Giovanni Rowe, another freshman. He's walking off under his own power. He's actually going to jog the rest of the way. We're in a brace on that right knee, so we wonder if it's related to that. A little re-aggravation possibly. So we're back in play. Adrian leads at 55-20. 2:16 and now 2:15 and rolling here in the fourth quarter. Adrian has scored 55 unanswered points this afternoon. Trying to keep that rolling here. Blue Jays after the sack. It's a 2nd and 18. Leon's looking. Now moving to the right. Directing traffic. Throws middle. Caught and hit hard. Right as the catch was made. 42 laying the lumber. Brody Moore, a freshman defensive back. And that will be our 2-minute timeout, I believe, unless we just had it on the injury. They're going to call it now. So the 2-minute timeout here at Adrian College. We'll take a 30-second timeout. It's all Bulldogs late in the fourth quarter right here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Adrian College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit AdrianBulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
Athletics.
Back on the Adrian College Sports Network. Ian Wentz, Alex Herman. We'd like to thank our entire team here this afternoon. Megan Abbey, Laura Witkowski, Dakota Schneider, Josiah Durrell, Abby Reed, Gino Capocchione, Jake Luckhart, of course, Alex Herman. Alongside, I'm Ian Wentz. You'll hear a lot more from Alex next weekend as the Bulldogs are home under the lights. Leon's looking to pass, throwing deep right side. It's in the air, tipped and picked! Intercepted in the back corner of the end zone. What a play! The sophomore Braylon Thomas took it away.
You want to put an exclamation mark on this game? How about a pick six with 1:46 on the clock?
My goodness. The defense continues to eat this afternoon. Another Bulldog takeaway. It's an Adrian 1st and 10 at their own 20.
That's one hungry pack of dogs.
You said it. One-on-one coverage. Not a bad decision, but a nice turnaround by Thomas. Secured the catch. And Adrian should be able to run the rest of this clock out. Next week, same time, different place of time. 7 p.m. on Saturday as the Bulldogs take on Madonna University. I will be out of town that weekend. Alex Herman will have the play-by-play for you as Mark Lopez takes the knee at the 15. Fans remember last year I got a phone call during one of our football games that my sister got engaged, and the wedding is next week.
Full circle moment.
Yep. Congratulations to my sister Kayla. Her soon-to-be husband Dan. Kayla, a proud Adrian College alum. So I'll be having some fun back at home, and Herman will take you through the game next week as Adrian looks for win number 2.
Excited to see this beautiful field under the bright lights of our nice Michigan sky.
Absolutely is.
But I am sad that I will be missing out to see you in your dancing shoes on the dance floor.
Talk about videos that should not be made public as the young quarterback from Texas takes a knee. Lopez looking at a 3rd down. Should be one more kneel to finish off this ball game.
Yeah, as long as you play Pump It Up by Endor, I think you'll be in good shape.
That'll be my request. And the Bulldogs put on their dancing shoes. It was a slow build. Trailed this game 20-0. And they came back in a major way. All Bulldogs after that. They scored 55 unanswered points and defeat Elmhurst University 55-20. Congratulations to the head football coach, Joe Polka, his family, the coaching staff, the Bulldog fans and players on win number 1 for 2024. Hoping for many more as our season continues. But what a beginning of the 2024 campaign for the black and gold for Adrian College.
Unbelievable start to the season. Bulldogs were down. They faced a test early. They had to figure out a way. They did, and they did not stop. Full throttle, unbelievable scoring, defense locked down tight.
Yeah.
What more could you really ask for?
Well, what I'm going to ask for you is the selection of the player of the game. We're going to give you some time to think about it. We hear Hail Adrian from the Bulldog Marching Band one more time this afternoon. They played that a lot. 55-20 is your final score. We'll be right back as Alex Herman will select the all-important player of the game. We'll get to that in just a moment. This is Bulldog Football on the Adrian College Sports Network.
And player of the
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Am I on?
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on.
Welcome back here on the Adrian College Sports Network. Another Bulldog victory, this one at Docking Stadium. 55-20 is your final score as Adrian takes down Elmhurst University. They avenge last season's opening week loss and get a win in a big way. It's now time for my man Alex Herman to select our player of the game. Who are we going with, Mr. Herm?
I think we're going with 6'3", 232-pound grad student number 9, Jacob Calbert, the quarterback today, coming in relief of Noah Heide. He had a lot to work with stepping into the game. You're down by 3 touchdowns. That's a hard task to try and step up to the plate in the beginning of the first quarter and figure out a way to rebound. And you know what? He was ready for it. He knew exactly what he was doing. The confidence could show. He scored 3 touchdowns today. He rushed for 106 yards. He was all over the field. Threw unbelievable passes, was in the right mindset, helped his team get led to victory. 55-20, your final from Docking Stadium.
Calbert, 16 of 26 for a touchdown in the air, 1 interception, 182 yards for him on the ground, 10 carries, 106 yards, and 3 touchdowns. So big effort by Calbert. Put the offense on his back. Major contributions all over the place. Many new faces and some familiar, but they all came together for this 55-20 victory. So there you go. Congratulations, Mr. Calbert. Welcome to Adrian College football. Your team is 1-0. Again, next week, 7 o'clock at kickoff. Alex Herman will have the play-by-play for you. Are you doing solo, or did you find somebody else?
Unconfirmed for the moment.
Okay.
All I know is that I will be here. I am excited.
All right.
I can't wait to see what's in store next week for the Adrian College Bulldogs.
Week 1 winners here today. Again, thanks to our entire crew. Megan Abbey, Laura Witkowski, Dakota Schneider, Josiah Durrell, Abby Reed, Gio Capacchione, Jake Luckhart, of course, Alex Herman alongside. From all the Bulldog fans out there, everyone listening or watching, I'm Ian Wendt saying have yourself a great afternoon. This has been Adrian College Bulldog football. 55-20 your final score on the Adrian College Sports Network.